Let's start it, Prabhu.
ॐ अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ परमगुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ सर्वगुरुभ्यो नमः। नीलातुङ्गस्तनगिरितटे दुग्धमुद्भूत्य कृष्णं पारार्थ्यं स्वं सुधिसरसरसिद्धमध्यापयन्ती सोचिष्ठायां सृजनिघलितं या बलात्कृत्य भुङ्क्ते गोधाधस्यै नमहिरमिदं भूय एवास्तु भूयः। அன்னவயல் புதுவை ஆண்டாள் அரங்கற்கு பண்ணு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியம் இன் இசையால் பாடிக் கொடுத்தாள் நட்பாமாலை பூமாலை சூடிக் கொடுத்தாளைச் சொல்லு சூடிக் கொடுத்த சுடர்கொடியே தொல்பாவை பாடி அருள பல்வலையாய் நாடினி வெண்கவடுக்கென்னை விதியென்ற இம்மாற்றம் நாம் கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு. दिवि वा भुवि वा ममास्तु वासो नरके वा नरकान्तकप्रकामम् अवधीरितशारदारविन्दौ शरणो मे मरणे अपि चिन्तयामि. This is a beautiful sloka that speaks about how a person should be completely surrendered at the lotus feet of the Lord. This is in Mukunda Mala, where Kulashekara Alvar is praying to the Lord Mukunda, whether you place me in heavenly planet or whether you keep me in this world, in the earthly planet, or you put me into Narakam. Diviva, Bhuviva, Mamastu Vaso, Narakeva. If you put me into Narakam, I really don't worry about where you place me. What I'm concerned is that Avadhirita Sharadhara Vindu, Charane Te Marane Api Chintayami. Chintayami is to always remember at any given situation, any problems, always not to forget your charanam, Aravinda charanam, a lotus feet. I should never forget your lotus feet. This is a beautiful sloka, which is the essence of what we are trying to learn from Tiruppavai. Those who are spiritual aspirant, who are on the path of spirituality, one knows that the practice what we are doing is to somehow or the other help us to purify ourselves and perfect ourselves and attain the lotus feet of the Lord, to get liberated in that sense. Because why lotus feet of the Lord? Because that's where the shelter is, that's where the mercy of the Lord flows in full. Therefore, every great archaryas have prayed to the lotus feet of the Lord. To approach the Lord directly is not going to be easy. And when we approach the Lord face to face or shake a hand with Him, the Lord is going to reject us. But then, when we catch hold of His lotus feet, He cannot escape from us. And this lotus feet is what called as the association of the devotees. The lotus feet represents Acharya, Guru, the devotees. When we catch hold of the devotees, in a positive term, when we catch hold of, shake the shelter of the devotees, then the Lord has no way to say no to us when we approach Him. Throughout this Pasuram, until today, what we have seen from Pasuram number 6 through Pasuram number 15, you can go back to the first page. Yeah, I'll tell you when to move. From the from the from the sixth Pasuram through the today's Pasuram, 15th Pasuram, it's all about waking up the devotees, the great devotees. The only reason is that to get their association. And that means we are getting connected to the Lord's lotus feet. So, understanding this, we are in the 15th Pasuram today, a beautiful Pasuram, where Andal is going to wake up this wonderful devotee who is exhibiting a mood of devotion exactly as that of Bharatazwan. Arvan, Arvar means one who controls the Lord through their love. That's what Arvar, Arvan, Andal. Andal means to rule over. How do we rule over? Rule over the Lord through our bhakti, through our devotion. Not that that is why we are doing bhakti, so that we can become a master and Lord can become our servant. But then the Lord voluntarily becomes under our control due to our bhakti, seeing our bhakti. Therefore, these great saints are called Arvars, Andal, and we are in the footsteps of these great souls. And the purpose of studying all the scriptures is to understand Krishna as the ultimate goal that we all should attain. And these gopis are well versed in the Vedas. It is said that the gopis, all these gopis, the 10 gopis that we have been seeing, or we are going to see the 10th one today, they are the scholars in the Vedic literature. But the question is, gopis are as milkmaid, they are the Vaishyas, where they, especially the ladies of Gokula, are not gone, have not gone to schools to study any Vedas. But then Andal feels and the Acharya feels they are the Vedic scholar, the greatest scholars of all scholars, these gopis. Why? The purpose of studying Vedese Sarver Aham Eva Vedyaha. The purpose of studying Vedas is to ultimately understand Krishna is the absolute truth, the ultimate goal. If studying all the scriptures of the world, but then we don't come to a conclusion, the final true conclusion, that Krishna is the ultimate essence of all the Vedas that has been spoken in the Vedas, throughout the Vedas. If we don't come to that conclusion, all we have done is just collection of data, but nothing is going to be helpful for us. Whereas the gopis, even without studying the Vedas, they have understood the essence of the Vedas. Therefore, in the eyes of the great saints, the gopis are the great Vedic scholars. They've attained the goal of their life without even studying Vedas. So, therefore, we should not be much worried about, I wish I had 20 years back or 40 years back, I could have gone through studies of Sanskrit language and then studied this one and that one and Vedas and Upanishad and all those things. But be thankful. We have to be thankful that at this age, whatever age we are all falling into in this group, whatever age we have fallen into, at least we came to a final conclusion of what we would have got after studying Vedas for 20, 30, 40 years, which is going to be take a long time. So we should be fortunate enough and be thankful that without going through any struggles, any difficulties of learning all this thing, we understood the essence of the Vedas, which is Krishna. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapatyate vasudevam sarvam iti sa mahatma so durlabha. It is not that Vasudeva, Krishna is, we should understand that Krishna is ultimately the supreme Lord of all Lord. That understanding is achieved by these gopis of Vrindavan. And that is why it is said the gopis are the topmost devotees of the Lord. The 14th and the 14th Pasuram, when it was ending, Andal said, okay, the girl said, what do you want me to do now when I come out? And Andal told her, Pangaye Kannane Padelo Empavai. Let's join together and sing the glories of the lotus eyed one, that is Krishna. And as they were talking, chanting like this with the ninth girl yesterday, what happened was the girl who was living next door, the 10th girl, she overheard the conversation. She overheard the conversation that was taking place between Andal party and the inside girl. So she was captivated by that particular phrase, Pangaye Kannane Padelur Empavai, Pangaye Kannan, the lotus eyed one, the lotus eyed one. She was just, and somehow or the other, got attracted to that particular statement of lotus eyed. Therefore, what she did was, while the conversation happening, while she heard this Pangaye Kannane Padelur Empavai, this girl in the 10th door already started chanting the name of the Lord. Already she started chanting the name of the Lord. So when we see, when Andal and party comes to here, they are already hearing that this girl is chanting. This girl is inside the 10th house, 10th door. She's chanting there. She was completely immersed in the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. Now, that is a short introduction of what this one. One thing that we have to know is, as you can see on the slide here, this particular Pasuram is so very special Pasuram. It stays as a middle stone of the necklace of Pasuram. If you take a beautiful golden jewelry, a necklace, you see that there are different types of necklace. What a necklace will have some pendant at the bottom and the center. Some may not have, but that which has the pendant is very special to look. So this pasuram, which is saying at the center of the Tiruppavai, is so very, very, very special. It has a lot of things that we can learn from this particular pasuram, and we are going to learn that today in this session. As you can see on the picture that's been presented to you, we can see that beautiful girl, Andal, and you can see another person or another entity who's right next to Andal on her shoulder. That is a parrot. So the parrot and the spasram are very much related. When we think about Andal, two things comes into our mind. One is her hairstyle, the way that she is tied up her hair on one side of it. It looks so beautiful and it's very unique, only for Andal. That's number one. Number two, you will find a parrot always with Anda. So this parrot is being represented in that particular pasuram. And this girl's name who's going to we are going to see today, the 10th girl's name is also related to this parrot. Ellam kiliye. That's her name. Ellam kiliye means an young parrot, a youthful young parrot. Now, parrot is very important to all of them, especially who are writing poetry, poem. They always use parrot as an example, especially if they want to send a messenger to their loved one. They use a parrot as a messenger to go and convey the message. In the Divya Prabandham, in the 4,000 pasurams that there are, the many many arvas, they take the mood of a lover and send a message to Krishna, the Lord, through a parrot, so that the parrot can convey a message. The question is, why parrot? Why not a hummingbird? In Tamil, it's called quail. Quail, which sings very beautifully. Its appearance is not so very great, but then when it sings, it's so very beautiful. Whereas parrot looks beautiful and it also sings, but not as great as the quail, the hummingbird. And so the point here is the parrot represents something very important that we will see as we go into this one. But I just want to bring to your attention to look closely at this beautiful picture where Andal, with wonderful eyes, she has staring and looking at someone, and then the parrot is looking at Andal. So in this pasuram, we are going to learn how, as a devotee, one should behave. What is the behavior? Vaishnava Lakshanam. Lakshanam means characteristic. What are the characteristic of a devotee? Again, it's not an elaborate because of the time that we have. We'll see some important things, but that could be a topic by itself. So we'll only cover so much as much we could. So how a devotee should behave, a basic fundamental principles of characteristics of a Vaishnava or a devotee. We are going to learn that one. Out of this 10 pasuram, this pasuram is very special because this is the only pasuram which have dual conversation. That means a conversation happening between two parties. Well, you may be asking, well, in the past 9 pasuram, that is what we've been seeing. The outside people are talking to inside one. The inside is having a conversation with the outsider. Yes, but then they are not, the conversation actually takes place within the pasuram. It's all given the commentaries for those pasuram, but it's not actual conversation took place from Andal to Pei Pillai, Pillai, Kodugudamale Pavai. None of those girls had a direct conversation. We derived the conversation such a way from the commentaries of that particular pasuram. But this pasuram is very, very special pasuram because the actual conversation, literally the actual conversation, takes place between the two parties. The first one is telling get up, second one is telling some reason, and the first one is giving a reason, second one is asking another question. And this conversation, this pasuram is in a way that it is built up in such a way there's a format as a conversation between one party and second party, outside party and the inside party. Now, the third thing that we are going to see from learn from this, how to react, especially someone blames us. This is a key message on this particular pasuram. Someone is blaming us because, as we see, every pasuram, the outsiders are saying, criticizing, or blaming, or telling you are a kumbhakarna, you are a shameless one, etc., etc. Right? So, on this particular pasuram, we are going to see how if someone blames us for whatever reason, especially on those things which we have not committed offenses, we have not committed any sin, any mistake, but still people blame us. It happens because every people have a different viewpoint, different ideas. Therefore they can see, perceive things in a different way. When they perceive things in different way, they may think that we are wrong. We means that person is wrong. Therefore they blame us. How do we take when someone blames us? Or what are the things that we need to take at that? How do we react to the situation? But one point is important. As a practicing devotee, when someone blames us, someone curses us, and first of all, we should know in Kali Yuga, no one can curse anyone. The reason is because we are not tapasvi. We are not a great tapasvi where we are like Narada Muni or Durvasa Muni. We are not such a great sage where we have the power to curse someone. So if anyone is cursing us, don't even bother about it. Don't even worry about it. That's number one to understand, because they are not great sages, and we are not great sages where we can curse someone also at the same time. We cannot say, let you become, let him fall down, let him be bitten by a snake, let him become a tree, let him become a tree, let him become an elephant, let him become a lizard and fall into a well. We are not a great sages and saints where we can curse anyone. We don't have that power. Even if we have a power, the Vaishnavas will not curse. In case if some devotees or someone curses us, the mentality that we have to take, the idea, the way that we have to take it is that it is a blessings for me. If someone curses us, someone says something to us, we take that as a blessing for us. Why? Because 2 points. One point is we are all suffering in this world because of our bad karma. Of course, we are enjoying in this world also because of our good karma. For us to get rid of our suffering totally, we have to get rid of both good karma and bad karma. We have to completely become free of good karma and bad karma. One way is to suffer, and get rid of all the bad karmas. Another way is let someone blame us, someone tell something, someone criticize us, someone do something to us. In that way, also our bad karmas are reducing. So the way that we perceive is someone is blaming us, someone is doing something too bad to us, that we have to be thinking that, well, this person is helping me to reduce my bad karma so that I can quickly get back to Krishna. And another thing is that when the great saints or sages curses us, it is not really curse, but the blessings are hidden within the curse. That is the way we should understand. Even when you read the Puranas, when you read the itihasas, we can say that whenever the great saints curses someone, and it really ends up in favor of that particular person. For simple example, we all know that when Narada Muni cursed the sons of Kuvera, Manikrava and Alakuvera, it was a curse. But then what happened? It turned out to their favor. They got the blessings of Krishna. So we can see for example, the king called Indradyumna, what's been cursed, and then to become an elephant. But then, if he was not cursed, if he has not become an elephant, he wouldn't have got moksha at all. He would be happily, he said, well, sir, you shouldn't be cursing me. I was in meditation of the Lord. At that time you were expecting a respect from me. I was fully immersed in the doing my chanting, doing my puja, and at that time you came. I didn't notice you, my dear guru, but you cursed me for this reason. Please think about it. And at that time Agastya is saying, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you voluntarily, purposefully you ignored me. That's why I cursed you. I'll take my I curse back. Well, this could have happened. But what happened? At the end, this curse would have been a great blessing. He lost that one. He wouldn't have gone back to Godhead. He wouldn't have gone back to Godhead. It's an important point that we are going to learn from this particular pasam, how to behave as a devotee and how to take and address the deed, especially the curses and blames and criticisms and things like that. And of course, the beauty of this pasam is that it stays as a pendant of the entire 30 Pasuram. It stays in the center of it. That means anything which is centered has a special attraction, attention. And this Pasuram, which is the last Pasuram, the sequence of waking up Bhagavatas, the devotees. This is the last Pasuram. 10th Gopi is going to be woken up in the sequence of Tiruppavai. It is the 15th Pasuram. It's the 15th Pasuram. And here, this girl's name is Ellam kiliye. Ellam kiliye. Ellam kiliye means a young bird, young parrot. Kili means parrot. In Tamil language, parrot is called as kili. Ellam means young kili, a beautiful young parrot. When Andal is calling this girl as Ilam Kiliye, a young parrot, then we Polla Arakkanai. In the previous slok, Pasurams, we saw Ravana has been called as Polla Arakkanai. If someone has been called as Polla Arakkan, then there should be Nalla Arakkan. Polla Arakkan means bad Rakshasa. That means it implies there should be someone as good Rakshasa. We saw that the good Rakshasa is Vibhishana and the bad Rakshasa is Ravana. Over here in this Pasuram, she is not telling kiliye. She's just not telling, oh, parrot. Even if you say you are like a parrot, that's good enough. But then she's telling ilam kiliye. Ilam kiliye means a young, youthful parrot. Then the question comes, is someone there who's not youthful, someone there who's older, someone there who's a senior parrot? The answer is yes, there's a senior parrot. There is a young parrot and there's a senior parrot. The young parrot is this particular girl and was singing the beauty of Pangaya Kannan, the lotus-eyed one. She was singing the glories and chanting the name of Pangaya Kannan, the lotus-eyed one. So it's so sweet, like a parrot, but this parrot is so young compared to the other parrot, which is aged. Who is that other parrot which is aged? That is Shuka Brahmam, Shukadev Goswami. Shuka means bird. So Shuka, he is also in the form of a parrot. Therefore, that parrot also sang something. And this parrot is in this parrot in the 10th door is also singing something. This parrot singing is much more sweeter than that parrot, which is aged parrot, who sang something else. What did that parrot sing? Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam was sung by that parrot called Shukadev Goswami, which, when compared to the singing of this particular parrot, is lesser. That means this girl is Ilam Kiliye, so young that her song was so sweeter than even the song sung by Sukadev Goswami. Then we can understand how important this particular person, how important this girl must be. The importance of this pasuram is that it is the Tiruppavai Avadu Ipattu. I'll explain that. Tiruppavai Avadu Ipattu means Tiruppavai has 30 pasurams, 30 songs, right? Within Tiruppavai, there's a Tiruppavai. What is that Tiruppavai? This 15th pasuram is that Tiruppavai. We are all gathered here to learn Tiruppavai, 30 pasuram. But the thing is that within Tiruppavai, there is a Tiruppavai, which is this pasuram, the 15th pasuram, Elle Ilamkiliye pasuram. And there's another one also, makes Tiruppavai as a Tiruppavai, which is a 29th pasuram, that we will see Chitrum Sirigalai Vandunne Chevitu on Putramari Adiye Potrum Porul Kelai. That is the 29th pasuram. The 29th pasuram and the 15th pasuram are the pasurams of Tiruppavai, considered to be the main pasurams, important pasuram. Why it is important pasuram? Because in the 15th pasuram that we are going to release today is talk about Bhagavata, the duty of a devotee, the lakshanam of a devotee lakshanam. Devotee characteristic has been explained in the 15th pasuram, today's pasuram. In the 29th pasuram, the lakshanam of Bhagavan, the Lord's lakshanam, what are his characteristic, that is going to be explained in the 29th pasuram. Therefore, 15th pasuram and 29th pasuram are the Tiruppavai within Tiruppavai. So the importance of the 15th and 29th lies on for this reason. One speaks about the Lakshanam of the devotees, that is 15th. One speaks about the Lakshanam of the deity or the Lord himself, it is the 29th Pasam. One time what happened, Bhattar, the Parasara Bhattar, who is coming in the line of Ramanujacharya, was giving discourse, giving a class. At that time, the Lord, Selvaperumal, the Lord came in procession. When the class was going, then the procession came. As soon as the procession came, Bhattar said that, who is this who's come to disturb all of us? the person who's coming is a disturbance to all of us. That means the message is, when the procession is going, when the Lord is coming, when the lecture is going on, and the lecture devotees are enjoying the pastimes of the Lord, enjoying the gunam characters and the qualities, auspicious qualities of the Lord. When someone is coming in between, and it's a disturbance for the people who are in the enjoyment mood, right? Likewise, the andal and parties are coming to the girl over here, and they're going to call out, scream out and call out that girl inside, where that girl is in Krishna Anubhava. When the girl is in the Krishna Anubhava, especially when you're chanting, you hear dum, some sound, big sound comes, you get disturbed, right? Like when the girl is already in the Krishna Anubhava, who are these people coming and disturbing me at this particular moment, right? Like with Bhattar, Parasara Bhattar, when they were all in the Krishna Anubhava, and the procession is going on, it became a disturbance for them while they are in the ocean of ecstasy in Krishna Leela. So we have to understand how the depth of their anubhavam, Krishna anubhavam. If we are able to see the external things happening of external things, that we are internally not connected. When you are chanting, we can hear, we can smell what has been cooked in the kitchen. When you are able to hear someone is talking about something else, when you are able to see something which is happening in front of you, that means we are really not connected internally, we are still connected externally, right? When you're connected externally, then you're not going to enjoy which is internally happening within ourselves. That is why Bhatta is telling, when we are enjoying the Krishna, when we are having a Krishna Anubhava, even when the Lord comes personally, it's a disturbance. And that is a level of devotion that they have. That's a height of devotion that they have. With that said, let's move on to the Pasuram, the next slide. We have I'm not running the slides today, therefore I'm not so let's also do the connection of this one. So quick connection, that is, we saw we are waking up the 10 girls, starting from the sixth Pasram. The sixth Pasram, the first girl was a new girl. The second girl we saw was then girl who knows everything but who doesn't want to come out and participate on with this girl. And the third girl was Mukta Atma, who can lead all the devotees to Krishna. And then the fourth girl was the Nitya Mukta, means who's already liberated. And then the next girl was happy to come and follow these people. And the girl was very special. Why? She has the qualities of Krishna. And since she has the qualities of Krishna, they thought you should also come with us and join us. And the next girl was focusing on the Vishesha Dharma, that is, the girl's brother leaving everything, he went to serve Krishna. Therefore, we learned the Samanya Dharma and Vishesha Dharma. When the Samanya Dharma and Vishesha Dharma happens, the Vishesha Dharma takes over, and we have to focus on Krishna. And the next girl is having a beautiful eyes, and even Krishna get captivated by his beauty, by her eyes. And the next girl is very smart and talking, where she can easily convince Krishna. That the girl we saw yesterday. And we also learned that the speech and the knowledge are very important for one to become a guru, or one to convince other. Not only speech and jnana is sufficient enough. Anushtanam means a practice should be there. One can give lectures, a great lecture. One can be a great speaker. One can have plenty of knowledge on the scripture. They can make many devotees. But then the problem is, if they don't practice, they don't implement that in practice, then it's all of like dog's tail. The dog's tail, pucham, dog's pucham, the dog's tail of no use. When the tail of cows, the tail of other animals is useful to get, for getting rid of this, the bugs that they come on their body. They can just get rid of this things by with their tail, right? But then when the dog's tail, it's bent upon, and it's of no use at all. It is not even used to cover its back asana. It's just raised up, right? So if you have a knowledge but you don't practice this, then it's like a dog's tail of no use. Acharyas are giving an example of what is the knowledge that we have when we don't practice. Then it is like dog's tail. So Acharya is the one who practices what they preach. and with the knowledge that they have. So we learned that from the 13th Pasuram and the 14th Pasuram. Now in the 15th Pasuram, this is an angry mood. The Pasuram is in an angry mood. Kopa Pasuram. Kopa Pasuram is an angry Pasuram where they are trying to have a conversation, a heated up conversation. Our anger towards, so for example, but this anger is not the anger that we usually have with others. Our anger, we'll try to burn others. We want to destroy that person out of our anger, right? But whereas this anger, even our dealings, our anger also varies. We know where to show the 100% anger. We know how to pretend as if we are angry. We know how to reduce the anger. We know all these things knowingly or unknowingly. We, based on the relationship that we have with a person, our anger degrees varies. The degree of our anger varies. If you're if you're if you don't go and show your anger to a lion, right? When lion is coming in front of you, you don't go and show your anger to the lion. What we do, we humble ourselves and run away from that. But if a person was very weak, he doesn't have a strength, he doesn't have much popularity, and he's a simple person, then that person, you want to show our anger, to the extreme we'll throw his anger, because he doesn't have a support system, he doesn't have anything, no one is going to support him. So who's going to care whether I scream at him or don't scream at him? Therefore, we show our anger to that person to the extreme, as if we are going to kill that person with our red eyes, right? When we show our anger to the kid, it is not the real anger, even though it may appear real anger. We don't go and hit that kid, and so therefore we know the anger differs on the person, the relationship that we have, and based on the position of that person, our anger changes. If the person is in a higher position, even though we are angry, we go, yes sir, yes ma'am, yes sir, yes prabhuji, yes mataji, because that person is in a particular position. Then we don't show anger. But say that, for example, that person lost his position and come down one among us. Then what we do, we show all disrespect, we show our anger, we show everything to that person, because he can't do anything. He is not in a position, he is not to be known, no one is going to come. Then we show that we know exactly how to show the degree of anger based on the position, based on the level, based on the relationship that we have. It all varies. When it comes to this particular pasum, it is not based on the anger that we show with others. It is totally different. Between the devotees, between the great devotees, there's a mood of anger is also accepted, out of love, out of care, out of exchange of some bhava, some emotions. The anger is also there, and this particular pasum is based on that type of anger, not based on the anger that we have with other person. As I told already, the great personality's anger is always benefits us. It always benefits us. The girls that we are gathered here, they are going to show their anger to the girl who is inside, and the inside girl is going to show her anger to the outside girl. The outside girl's anger, because this girl was not coming up to join the party, which is what everyone is doing done, right? In the past, no one were coming by themselves. But then what happened is, this time this Andal and party got lost their patience. They got a little frustrated. Well, it is really, when you start waking up the first girl, say the time was at 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. By the time you finish and get that girl and come to the 10th door, it would have been what, 4 o'clock or 4:30 or whatever the time. Maybe I'm just throwing some numbers here, time here. By then, you had an extra sleep already. By now, you should have already gotten up, got ready, and waiting for us to come and pick you up. Rather, you're still sleeping. So this made them really, really angry. They made them really angry. But this girl from inside is going to tell, well, I was just waiting here until you all come, want to make sure you're all gathered here. I don't want to miss any one of you. Until you all come, I'm not going to get up. Tamare kannane, pankacha kanna. So when the previous song was sang, that Krishna's lotus eye, Pangaye Kannane, this girl got hold of that particular line, that particular name. As soon as he heard, her mind went straight to Krishna, beautiful lotus eyes, and she was just chanting and meditating on Krishna's lotus eyes so nicely. There are people who, they don't want to sing openly. They will close themselves in a particular room and they sing. They sing to so much so that they're thinking that no one is hearing. But someone will, for example, bathroom singers. There are specifically people who are bathroom singers. You ask them to come and sit and sing in the kirtan, they will not sing. But then when they go to the bathroom, as if automatically something triggered them, they They will show humming and singing and all sort of this great songs will come from bathroom. They're bathroom singers. By like this girl is not a bathroom singer. This girl is a bedroom singer. She was saying inside the bed. Sorry, inside. No, she's saying on the bed. And as he overheard the name of Pangaye Kannane, she started singing. She started singing and she started singing. But then this girl, when the Andal, everyone came there, they said, you should not be doing this one. You have to come out, you have to chant with all of us. You have to join the party. Chanting with the devotees is much more important than chanting yourself, Kirtan. And that is what we are going to see today, a beautiful Pasuram. And after we finish this Pasuram, and we are halfway through, and the whole thing is going to change. It's no more waking up of this devotees is going to the door in front of Nanda Maharaj palace. So it's going to be waking up them or calling them or asking them to get ready, come on, go. So that's going to be the upcoming thing. So with that said, let's get to the Pasuram. எல்லே இளங்கிளியே இன்னும் உறங்குதியோ சில்லென் அழையன்மேன் நங்கைமீர் போதருகின்றேன் வள்ளை உன் கட்டுரைகள் பண்டே உன் வாய் அறிதும் வள்ளீர்கள் நீங்களே நானேதான் ஆயிடுக ஒல்லை நீ போதாய் உனக்கென்ன உயருடையை எல்லாரும் போந்தாரோ போந்தார் போந்தென்னிக்கொள் வல்லானை கொன்றானை மாற்றாரை மாற்றழிக்க வல்லானை மாயனை பாடேலோர் எம்பாவாய் மாயனை பாடேலோர் எம்பாவாய் மாயன். Again, the word Mayan, Krishna's another name is Mayan, which has been used here. But we will see what's the meaning of Mayan as we go into further slides. Let's learn the word by word meaning. Elle, ele, elle. This is like how we in English we say, hey, hey, oh, come, like LA. In the certain part of Tamil Nadu, their people address LA. They'll call the others LA, hey, come here, like that. What Andal has added is ill in between LA. She's just added ill in between. She made it as LA. LA means it is also, it tells us another meaning of this one is out of surprise. One say, hey, hey, like that out of surprise, LA, LA, out of surprise. Um, the words are too small for me. I'm using my cell phone here. And the words are too small. It's okay, to give me a minute. LA, Elam is young. Kiliye, Kiliye means beautiful parrot. Parrot, a beautiful parrot. Innam, still, Innam is still. Are you still? Innam, Urangadiyo, are you still sleeping? It is surprising. Oh, young parrot. She's not calling a parrot, she's calling that girl as a parrot. She looks like a parrot beautifully, and she's singing beautifully like parrot. Pangaya Kannani, she's been singing about the previous name, Pangaya Kannani, the lotus I don't. She's singing so nicely, who looks to be like a beautiful parrot. And Andal is asking, Innam, are you Urangadiyo? Are you still sleeping? Are you still seeing? Chill. This is the first line of the Pasuram, which is spoken by Andal from outside. The response is coming from inside. Now as I said, it's like a drama. The stage drama happens, right? The conversation happens. The first line is by Andal, the second line by the insider, then the third line is by Andal, the fourth line is from the insider. It's like a beautiful conversation takes place here. That is why this Pasuram is very special. Conversation happens here. Actual conversation happens here. Yelle ilam kiliye inna murangudiyo. Chill means harsh. Chill means cold. Chill means harsh also. Chill means chill, harsh words. Arian, don't call me harshly. Don't call me with harsh words. Because they came there and screaming out this girl, hey girl, get up. Hey, get up. Hey, get up. Like that, they're screaming and calling this girl from outside. So this girl got upset. The girl who was staying inside the house, she got upset. Chillendarian mean, don't call me like that. Don't call me like that with such a mind, such a thought. Nangai Mir, hey girls, and then the girls from outside is Nangai Mir, a girl filled with all qualities. The second line, the first part of the second line is from inside, coming from inside. The second line, the second part is coming from the outside, Andal and Party. Nangai Mir, oh girl with all auspicious good qualities, Guna, filled with Gunam. Hey, Nangai Mir, Pod, in little while, Pod arigin, podarigin mean I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm going to come now. Just get ready. Vallai. Next is Vallai. Vallai. Vallai means smart. Un, your. Vallai, smart, your. Um, Vallai mean, let me read the past, let me recite the Pasuram, otherwise I can't go the flow here. Yelle, ilam kiliye, inna murungudiyo, sillan dalaimeen, nangamir podaruகின்றேன். Vallai un katturaigal. Vallai un katturaigal. Vallai un katturaigal. You're great. You're smart. Stories, all your smart stories, whatever the stories you're going to tell or to give reasons, all those things, all your smart stories. Pante, since long time, and your, why, mouth, arindum, we know about it. We have been with you. We know you are who you are. We know about you in and out. You don't need to give any reasons. Don't need to ask me to give reasons. We know who you are. Vallevun Katturegal Pandevun Vayardum. We know in and out about you. We say this one, Prabhu, I know you, Prabhuji. I know how you are and what you are doing, what you're going to do. I know, Prabhu. There are devotees who tell, I know that devotee so much. I know everyone. I know this one. That per type of devotees will fall into this particular category. They can remember. We can remember that Valleun Katurigal Pandeun Vayaridum. When we hear them, oh, we should remember immediately. Ah, this devotee is exactly like that girl Ilam Kiliye who knows about me so much. That's how we can relate Tiruppavai with when we're dealing with the devotees. Valleun Valleun Katurigal Pandeun Vayaridum Vallirgal Ningale Nane Dan Ayirga. So when this girl from outside was talking like this with harsh words, and the girl from inside was also responding harshly, then she realized, the girl from inside, then she realized, you come, the girl, initially the girl said that you're coming to my house and you're screaming at me. You're coming to my house and screaming at me. What type of devotees you are? What type of lakshanam, devotee lakshanam you have? This is not Vaishnava lakshanam. This is not very good. And as he was thinking and telling, giving back to those devotees, those people outside, then the girl inside, whose name is Ilam Kiliye, that girl then realized, no, even though they are screaming at me, even though they blame me, even though they're doing mistakes or whatever they're doing to me, why should I act like them? Why should I offend them? Why should I also do the same thing? If they are screaming, I should also scream, because that is the world. In the world, when you are dealing in the worldly, in the people in the world, if someone screams at you, you scream back to them with much more volume up, higher volume. If not, that means you are the person who made the mistake. How do you prove the world that you have not committed mistake? By screaming much more louder than the other person who was telling, blaming you. By doing this way, then the other person will become quiet and you just go away quietly. And that is the technique that people usually use in the world. I explained this in a detail, not to say that this is how we have to follow. What I'm trying to say is that that is not the way we should follow. That we have to learn from this particular passion. If someone is screaming at us, yelling at us, if you're also going to scream and yell at us, it's like pouring oil into the burning fire. It is not going to end. It's really not going to end. And especially when you're in a grahastha ashram, this is very much applies. Husband and wife having some problem, there is no house which is not without problems. Every single door has problems in one way or the other. This is the design of this world. No one can say, I'm having no problem in my house, life is going very well. Everyone will have some problem the other. The degree of the problem may vary from one door to another door, but everyone is having some problem. So when the problem comes between the couple, a husband, married one, and married, not just married now, even for years, problems will continue, right? It's not that because husband wife lived that for 30, 40, 50, whatever the years, maybe they are all happy, they are not having any issue. They will have problem, misunderstanding, everything will have. One will say something, another will say even the aged people. Even the aged people lived married for 40, 50 years, they are having misunderstanding, they will having problems also. They will also have problems. Therefore, when the problems are bad, when the husband is screaming or the wife is screaming or yelling at the husband, what happens is, if the husband is also yelling at wife or a wife is also yelling, then it's not going to end. It's not going. Rather, just take quiet. Let that person cool down, and then take the situation moment to explain and talk in a better format or better way. And that's where the problem comes. Why? We can hear, when we are hearing this advice, It is so very nice, and we understand, yeah, this makes sense. When my spouse, when my wife, when my husband screams and yell at me, next time I'm going to be quiet, because I learned that one lesson in today's 14th Pasuram, how this girl inside realized of how she should not be yelling at the people on the outside. Now I realize, like that, this is a great message. I'm not. We will all agree to this one. We'll understand this one. Right after the class is over, if our husband comes or wife comes and yells at us, what happens? The ego comes right there. Our Pasuram, 15th Pasuram, ellam, kiliye, all goes to the back. Everything is gone. So therefore, we have to constantly try to cultivate the Vaishnava quality of, yes, I'm not there yet, but by learning these things, by reciting Tiruppavai, by chanting the mantra, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, by being in the association, Krishna will give me those good qualities of tolerance, forgiveness, and then not to offend the devotees. Therefore, this girl was inside. She realized that, I made a mistake. They are coming here actually to help me, to get me up, to wake me up and go out with them. But then instead of not realizing the value of the association of the devotees, when the devotees are correcting me, I am yelling at them. What type of devotee I am? If someone is coming and, this is a thing, there are devotees of different types. Some devotee are able to convey, advise someone in a very, very palatable, nice way, very, very nicely. They sit and talk, Prabhu, Mataji, you should not be doing like that. Why don't you start coming to the temple, right at the temple program starts at this particular time, but I see that you're always coming 1 hour late. Or you should, it'd be nice if you also join us, because not that it benefits you, it benefits me to see you coming to the temple. I get so inspired seeing you coming and attending the program through all from the start to end. Seeing it just inspires me. It's nothing to do with you, it just inspires me to see you, to just help me in my Krishna consciousness. Why don't you start coming to help me, so I can also get your association full-fledged? Not only half of the program, not only quarter of the program, but I want to get the association of viewers for the full. So why don't you just think about the way you communicate this to a person, and another person talks. He's also a senior, or she's also a senior. Prabhu, don't you know the program starts at 5 o'clock? The program starts at 11:30, and I see always you do the same mistake. Coming after everything is done, coming only for the prasadam time. But just imagine the message is same. You want to convey the message to help that person to grow in Krishna conscious, or you want to do something to the person to stop their Krishna conscious. It depends on how we want to communicate the same frustration in a different ways. So this girl realized that I made a mistake. This person is trying to help me and I'm yelling at them. It is not good. ஒல்லாய் ஒல்லாய் எல்லே இளங்கிலேயே இன்னும் உறங்குதியோ சில்லென்றழைமேன் அங்குமேற் போதருகின்றேன் வல்லை உன் கட்டுரைகள் பண்டே உன் வாயறிதும் வள்ளீர்கள் நீங்களே வள்ளீர்கள் நீங்களே. She criticized them, and then she realized the fourth line of the Pasuram. When you go back, we'll know that the fourth line of the Pasuram, again, there's a realization. The first one is she criticizes the people outside, and then the second part of the fourth line is she comes to a realization, and she understood it is not your mistake, it is my mistake. நானே தான் ஆயிடுக, நானே தான் ஆயிடுக. The mistake is not yours, the mistake is mine. நானே தான் ஆயிடுக. ஒல்லே ஒல்லே means quickly. Ni, you, podai. Now the girls from outside is telling quickly, ஒல்லே quickly, ni, you, podai, start. உனக்கு, for you, என்ன, what, என்ன means what's happening, என்ன, வேறு, other, job, உடையாய். Do you have anything better than just coming and joining us? Do you have something very important that's going on inside your room that you're not coming here? Just get ready and quickly come and join us. ஒல்லே நீ போதா போத போத போ no ஒல்லை நீ போத் what does that say? Is it ஒல்லை நீ போதாய் உனக்கென்ன வேறுடை வள்ளீர்கள் நீங்களே நானேதான் ஆயிடுக ஒல்லை நீ போதாய் உனக்கென்ன வேறுடை எல்லாரும் போந்தாரோ போந்தார் போந்தெண்ணிக்கொள். Now we say எல்லாரும், all the outside will come quickly, get up off to your sleep, join us. எல்லாரும், all, போந்தாரோ, who are going, whoever needs to go, whoever is going to go, போந்தார், they've already gone. போந்து, go out. She's telling to her, போந்து, go out. And then enikol means if you are doubting that we are all here ready to wait for, we are all gathered here and we all the attendants are here, you're the last person to come out and join us. If you don't still believe us, you yourself come out. And enikol means count yourself. You please come outside and you yourself count 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to count 500,000, 500, not 500,000, 499,999 of us are here. You want to count yourself? Well, you're welcome to do so. You can just count, come and count, come and count yourself. Val means powerful. Anai means elephant. Because she's called, this girl is asking, okay, I don't have time to come and count all of you, but just tell me what is that you want me to do when I come outside. Then she's telling, well, powerful. Anai means elephant. Yanai, anai means elephant. Kondranai, Kondrane means to kill. He who killed an powerful elephant. Vallane Kondrane Matrare means he who is in the war. Enemies. Matrare means Matrare in the war. Mar means enemies. Arike means to destroy. He also he destroyed, the killed an elephant. He also destroyed the enemies after killing the enemies. Mushtika Chanura. Mushtika and Chanura are the enemies who are coming, set by Kamsa, who to kill. Kamsa plan was, first plan was to mash out Krishna Balaram through this elephant, powerful elephant called Kuvalaya Pita. The plan one fails, then plan two, he had a great great fighters, Mushtika Chanura, and he set them ready. And what Krishna did was kill them too. Val, powerful Anai, elephant. Mayanai means Mayan, that is Krishna's another name. Padu means sing. Mayanai Padu. Elle, Ilam kiliye, Innum Murungadiyo, Sillan. We can go to the previous slide. எல்லே இளம் கிளியே இன்னம் உறங்குதியோ சில்லன் அழையன்மேன் அங்கேமீர் போதருகின்றேன் வள்ளை உன் கட்டுரைகள் பண்டே உன் வாயறிதும் வள்ளீர்கள் நீங்களே நானேதான் ஆயிடுக ஒல்லை நீ போதாய் உனக்கென்ன வேறுடையை எல்லாரும் போந்தாரோ போந்தார் போந்த் எண்ணிக்கொள் வல்லானை கொன்றானை மாற்றாரை மாற்றழிக்க வல்லானை மாற்றழிக்க வல்லானை வல்லானை கொண்டானை மாற்றழிக்க வல்லானை மாயனை பாடேலோர் எம்பாவாய் மாயனை பாடேலோர் எம்பாவாய். Now let's see the meaning of this pasuram. Hello, she's calling. Elle, hello. It's nicely said hello, but it's little more than just saying hello here. Tender young parrot, yet sound asleep. Don't be so sharp and shrill in calling me great ladies. I'm coming. This is the response when the Andal called, Ele, hey, get up. Are you still in sleep? And the girl from inside is responding, babes, just don't use your sharp tongue. Don't scream. Don't yell at me like this. I'm coming. Okay, now we have known for long your promises and power of word. We know you, what you are, and how you are. There is again this Viparita Lakshanam. Viparita Lakshanam means you must be familiar with this terminology called Viparita Lakshanam, to conveying someone indirectly what they are not. Right? That's one way of dealing. Another way is this can also be taken as directly as a literal meaning of telling about that particular person. The two thing is that she is telling, we have known for long your promises and promises and power of word. What is that? You know how you talk something and you don't do that one. You promise something, you never keep up with your promise. So that is what this is one way of understanding this line. And the second way of understanding this line is that we know who you are. We know when you keep up your when you promise something, you will stick on to your promise. Your power of word is so great. Therefore, you must really join our party. Now, clever you are all in verbal alterations, but let it be me. That means the girl from inside is telling, you're all very clever in how you speak. You're very smart. Vallirgal, you're very, very smart. Whatever I say, you're talking something else. You remember the previous sloka was, especially that particular girl was very special in speech, blessed with speech. And likewise, this girl is telling the girls outside, Andal and others outside, that you're Vallirgal, you're very smart in speech. You can alter and speak however you want. See how you're speaking, you're coming in front of my door and you're screaming and yelling and talking like this. Is this the Vaishnava Lakshana? Is this how the devotee should behave? What is this? Then she realized, but it is not your mistake. It is my mess. Nane dan aiduga. But let it be me. Let it be me means what? She's taking the blame on herself, not telling that you are the problem of all the things happening over here. So she's taking the blame on herself. வள்ளீர்கள் நாங்களே நார் ஆயுள்கள். Come along quickly now. Then the outside girls are telling, come along, get ready. What is the restriction? What is going on inside? Are you busy doing something else while much more important thing is happening outside? What is the delay? Why don't you come? Now that you realize everything on you, why don't you come outside? As now the girl from inside is asking, has everyone come already? As everyone has come already, or still we are waiting for some more people to come, some more devotees to come? Then and that ellarum pondaro pondar pond ennikol vallane kondrane matare matarika vallan. Okay, then at that point the girl from outside is telling, yes, everyone is here. 499,999 of them are here. Only one is missing, one is needed, and that is you. When you come join us, then will be 500,000 of us, which makes a complete attendance. We are complete attendance, then we can go. Then let us all, if you have a doubt, please come outside and you can yourself count all this 499,999 of us, including myself, that is Andal. Now this girl says, okay, I understand, I don't know, I have time to count, but what do you want me to do? The same thing. Let us sing about the mysterious one, Mayan, mysterious, who killed the mighty elephant Kuvalaya Pita, and who would destroy the arrogance of his foe. Enemies, all the enemies, who will kill all the enemies. Now we'll enter into the line by line meaning of it. Let's go back to the slide, the Pasuram slide. Yelle ilam kiliye innam urangudhiyo silendariyanmen tangai nangaimir போதருகின்றேன் வள்ளை உன் கட்டுரைகள் பண்டே உன் வாய் அரிதும் வள்ளீர்கள் நீங்களே நானேதான் ஆயிடுக ஒல்லை நீ போதாய் உனக்கென்ன வேறுடையை எல்லாரும் போந்தாரோ போந்தார் போந்தெண்ணிக்கொள் வல்லானை கொன்றானை மாற்றாரை மாற்றழிக்க வல்லானை மாயனை பாடேலோர் எம்பாவாய் எல்லே இளம் கிளியே இன்னம் முருங்குதியோ. எல்லே இளம் கிளியே, எல்லே இளம் கிளியே. Why kiliye? We saw that kili means parrot. Parrot plays a very important role because it only repeats what has been told. It does not add any, it does not alterate anything to the message that is being told. If you go to the if you go to the parrot and you tell the parrot, say Krishna Krishna, and the parrot, Krishna 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 Krishna, and you say it, and the parrot say Rama 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 Rama, and it's not going to say anything else other than what we teach. This parrot is plays a very important to convey the message to us that it is important that when we are following certain things, we don't change the program to our own whims and wills. We are following a Guru Parampara. What is an Acharya has taught us? What is the Guru Parampara has taught us? We simply follow the same thing without altering to anything else. And how do we learn that from? Kili, this parrot. The parrot represented how one should be sincerely following the Mahajano Yena Kada Tavantaha. Where it says, my words are struggling here. So he said, how a great person, how the great person should follow the Mahajan. The Mahajan has set up something, we also follow the same thing. Therefore, the parrot, that's why it has been called here as Elle Ilam Kiliye. Elle Ilam Kiliye, wake up. Thou said, wake up. You have to wake up. If she is singing, the question comes, if she is singing already what she heard from the next door, then how can she sleep? One may ask this question, right? We just saw in introduction that this girl heard the names of Krishna from the next door, and now she is singing about the glories of Krishna, chanting the name of Krishna, and here Andal is coming and telling, "Elle ilenkuliye, inna murungudi, are you still sleeping?" Well, if you're sleeping, you cannot sleep. Of course, some people may sleep and sing also. That's a different case. Some people may even have conversation while sleeping. That's all different. But here, the question may come, if she is sleeping, how can she sing? If she is singing, how can she sleep? The sleeping here means not coming out to receive them. That is why they are telling. The Andal is telling you're sleeping is not literally meaning that you're sleeping. If you're singing already, that means you're not sleeping. That means you have to come out to the door and receive us and join us. That is what you have to do. LA, what a wonder. Even now you cannot get up, knowing that the entire devotees are standing at your door, front of their door, waiting for you, and you're still not coming out. What a surprise. Ilam kiliye, a young bird, implied the sense, the sense of speech. The devotees are gifted with speech. And then therefore you're also gifted with the speech. Your speech has to be to receive us and speak some kind words. Rather than that, it's amazing. You have the skills of speech, but you're not coming out to speak with us with kind words. You left us like this. In separation of Krishna, we are all suffering. Don't you have the feeling that we need you to join us, and you have the great skills of speech, and you can sing very nicely, but you're not coming and joining and singing with us? Rather, you're doing everything inside the door. So at this point, you should remember one of the stories that's been told earlier in one of the pasuram of a great saint called Anantarvan. I just want to quickly tell that story, repeat the story, because it's very related to this particular thing. Where Anantarvan, one time he was sick, and then the Lord, Srinivasa Perumal from Tirupati, the Lord sent his messenger to find out what's happened. This devotee has not come to his service. And then they found out that he was sick. And then the Anantarvan asked, what is the reason? Why are you here? And they said that the Lord has sent us to find out what's happening to you if you're doing well. And the Anantarvan said, well, I don't send messengers or people to take care of the Lord, but look at him. When I am not well, he is not coming here. Rather, he's sending a messenger. What type of Lord he is? Please understand, this is not out of arrogance. It is the relationship that Anantarvan has with Srinivasa, the Balaji. That's the relation, therefore, he is talking like this. So the Lord himself personally came in front of Anantarvan's house. Sapantah. Yeah, now I remember the Sapantah. Mahajana Yenakara Sapantah. Anyway, so now coming back to this story, here the Lord himself comes in front of the door, and Anantarvan was busy doing whatever he was doing, a service that he's getting ready to do. And then Lord said, don't you know I'm standing in front of your house? And said, I know you, but you're not Vaishnava. You're not a devotee where I have to address you immediately. So you please wait there. Let me finish what I'm doing now and then come and address you. This is important point to understand. The girls are telling, don't you know that we are all Vaishnavas, we are all devotees, we are standing in front of your door, but you don't know that the Lord will forgive those people who fail to address the welcoming the Lord, but he will not forgive when the devotees are at your door and you close the door and doing whatever you need to do. That is a big offense. Don't you know this one? This is not good. Another meaning is this about this parrot is the parrot, ellam, kiliye, oh living entity. You are locking up. She's called the Andal is calling this living entity. In this case, this is a philosophical point. You're locking up yourself in the samsara. You're unable to spread your wings because you're closed inside. So you have to get out of the samsara while opening your wings so you can fly happily into the world. Into the world means into Krishna consciousness. As long as you're staying inside your house, four walls, you cannot spread open your wings. You have to get out of your house and spread open your wings and experience Krishna consciousness through this world. If you're going to stay in the house, that much only you will learn. When you come out of the house, then you mingle with devotees, you serve the devotees, you serve the temples, you learn from them. Then your Krishna consciousness get accelerated. You just go fast. But you are going to say, no, 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 I don't want to come to temple, I will stay in the house, I will chant myself, I will do these things. Only that much progress will happen. That much progress will happen. Innam urangudiyo, it is wrong to indulge in Vishya. Means you're enjoying inside your house, staying inside your house, and what you're doing in a Murangadiyo, it is talking about sleeping, right? But we have to extend that into a further thing. It is not only sleeping. Sleep means laziness. Laziness, when you're lazy means you don't want to do any work. If you are staying inside the house, not coming to the temple, not associating with the devotees, not doing deity services, gradually what happens is that Urangadiye will go to sleep. That means what? The tamoguna will take over us. We'll become lazy. Slowly, slowly, we'll stop doing any services, stop listening, stop doing anything, and we'll get engaged into Vishaya. Vishaya means the senses. We start engaging in, again, we go back to our old behaviors, habits. with a lot of difficulties, we came out of all our bad habits, and somehow or the other, by the God of grace of devotees and deities, we are into the association of the devotees. Now I am finding faults with the devotees. Therefore, I want to cut off from the association of the devotees, thinking that I will do everything by myself. If I go to the temple, there is a problem, and this person will tell something, that person will tell something. Better I'll stay in the home and do my bhajan. I will definitely read Bhagavad Gita, listen to lectures, chant my rounds, and do my service and eat my prasad and everything. But minus devotees association. What will happen is eventually that will also go away. Then we'll start our vishayas, that the senses will start pulling us into different direction, and again back to square one. Back to square one. Again we'll suffer, get into the Vishaya Anubhava. Therefore, inna murangadiyo, don't sleep like this. Get up. The purpose of life is not to keep on sleeping. The purpose of life is not keep on enjoying the senses. Here it is sleep, as I said, but we have to extend that sleep into other things also. So the birth that we have taken is not to simply sleep, meaning the birth that we have taken is not only simply to enjoy our senses, but to cultivate jnana. Cultivate jnana in the rupam, in the form of bhakti. Again, important is not only gaining knowledge is important, that jnana that we are gaining should be in the form of bhakti. Where minus bhakti, only jnana will be raw. It will be very raw, and it's not going to take us any further. But the jnana coated with bhakti is what going to give us ultimate purushartham, ultimate goal of our life. Therefore, ellam kiliye innam urangadiyo. You are just sleeping like anything. What are you doing? We are on your door, and we already got up. All the 9 girls are also ready. Somehow or the other, they also cooperated. They are here with us. But look at you. You are just sleeping. Ille, we are just sleeping. And the girl responds back from inside. Chillendarian mean, chillendarian. Don't scream like that. Don't yell at me like that. Don't do that one. Don't do that one. Then why have you come to my house? And first thing is, why did you come here? Did I call you to come? Did I ask you to come? You came uninvitedly. You just came. Aditi, in the with titi aditi. Titi at time. Aditi means without time. So the guest who was coming to our house without informing are called aditis. Aditi. Aditi means those who are not informed. Prabhu are messaging, Prabhu, I'll be there at your house at 7 o'clock this morning, and we'll spend some time together, and then we'll go. That person is not called Aditi. The person who doesn't tell you at all, but you just open the door to a surprise, the devotee is standing right in front of your house. That type of person who's coming without informing us, by the way, nowadays no one is Aditi, because we cannot enter anyone's house without telling them, giving them a 1 week notice. I'm going to come to your house, Mataji. I'm going to come to your house, Prabhuji. I'm going to be able to come and sit and chant together and have some prasadam together, or whatever it may be. If you don't give heads up, message them, you will be a surprise that person, right? Therefore, it's in current age, there is no one goes does this one, and therefore there's no Aditi. Aditi Devo Bhava means what it is said. The Dharma Shastra says you have to consider the guest who's coming to your door, who's uninformed guest who's coming to your door, as equal. You have to treat them as equal to Bhagavan. Devo, the Devata, the God himself have arrived to my house. That's how we have to treat them. But who is Aditi now? No one is Aditi, right? So here these girls are telling you, come to my house. Did I even invite you? I didn't tell anything to you. You are here, and not only that, you are not having kind words. You're not speaking nicely. You're yelling at me. You're just yelling at me. Chill and and me. Chill. You're just screaming like anything and calling me out. Please do not address me like this. I cannot bear this one. Don't talk to me like this. Just stop talking like this. Then I will come out. If you just don't talk like that, then I will try to come out. When someone is already, and when I'm already engaged in certain things, and you're screaming, coming and screaming and yelling at me, I'm already busy doing something. Prabhu, don't call me. I'm already engaged in the service. I'm cooking here. Why are you coming and asking me to give a, this happens usually, when we can see that in the temple, that when someone will be serving and already cooking or doing something, and some other devotee will, Prabhu, can you please come out, and then I just need help to move the chairs at the other side. Well, then what happened to this person? You get what? Don't you have eyes? Don't you see that I'm already cooking here, cutting vegetables, and the things are getting burnt here? I have to serve you, and you're coming and calling me to do move the chairs in the temple because it's getting late. You didn't plan your program well. You didn't assign service to some people nicely, and now you don't know what to do before the people come. You want to make things right so that people does not blame you. So you're pulling me out of my service. Don't do this, Prabhuji. Don't do this one. Likewise, this girl is also telling, what, you don't you know that I'm already engaged? Don't you know that? And you're coming and yelling at me? The girl from inside, what is that you're so much engaged in? What are you doing so much engaged in? I know you're just simply sleeping, right? No, no, I'm not. Sillandari nangemir podarigindrain. I'm busy. What are you busy? Nangair. She's saying, Nangair. The girl inside is telling, I'm on my way. I'm coming out. Don't scream like that. But then why are you getting delayed? What is that happening over here? Well, because it is hard for me get out of my service what I'm doing. What is that you're doing? I'm just chanting. I'm chanting. I cannot get out of this particular mood. I'm so much into Krishna Anubhavam. I'm already experiencing so much, and you're yelling at me as if I'm doing something else. I'm not sitting inside and watching a TV, a Hollywood movie or a Bollywood movie or whatever the movies are. I'm not doing that one. I'm serving inside. I'm doing service inside. In spite of me doing services, you're coming and yelling at me, calling like this. This is not right. This is not the way that you're children in me. Nangai mir. Nangai mir means she is addressing Nangai mir podarigindrain. You have to address devotees respectfully. You cannot do like this. You're nangais, you are all good, highly qualified, wonderful devotees, bhagavatas. Must be possessing good qualities of how to respect others, how to talk, how to be humble, how to be tolerant, how to be patient. You should have all these good qualities. Why are you talking like this? Why are you talking like this? Well, if you talk like that, then you're not going to get association of anyone. There's a story where Narada Muni, once what happened was Krishna took Narada Muni and went to Sweta Dvipam, where the Lord is residing there in a bed of Ananta, Dvipa. We went to took Narada and went over there, and Krishna requested Narada Muni, you please stay outside. I'll come and take and then I'll finish my job inside, and I'll come and we can go back to wherever we have to go, our next destination. Narada Muni was wondering, you brought me all the way to this place, in this place, Shweta Dvipam, but then you made me wait outside. Krishna, I just have a question. Why don't you take me inside also? And you know what Krishna says, that the people who are inside this place in the Shweta Dvipa all are very soft spoken, very kind people. They don't know how to raise their voice and speak. They are very sweet people. They never experience any harsh words or harsh talk. If I take you, Narada, they will experience all those things. Therefore, you stay outside. Narada was literally shocked to hear what Krishna said. Narada Muni, who made hundreds of devotees by his by his bhakti, by his speech, he made so. Now Narada Krishna is telling, your words are harsh. You don't know how to speak soft. You don't know how to be. You don't know how to convey a NVC, non-violent communication course. You did not attend the non-violent communication course, so that you don't know. But people inside, they never attended NVC course, but they are always speaking soft. When you come there, it will be very disturbing for them. They don't know how to respond. So you please stay outside. That means we should understand, if this is for Narada, Narada never speaks anything bad, never speaks harsh, never unkind. He's very respectful. When compared to when comparing Narada, the people of Vaikuntha, Svetadvipa are so soft. Then compare ourselves how we should be. When Narada has been told he's not soft, he's not respectful, he's very harsh in speech. Then as a practicing devotee, then we should know how we are speaking. We are speaking. Sometime, one person, this happened. One person was getting initiated, and then the head of the family, the that one Prabhu was getting initiated, and then the wife came there, and the wife came attending, and she was wearing a black color sari on that particular day. And another devotee was telling, oh, is this to show that you are dislike you are against the initiation of your husband. That is why you're wearing black colored dress and coming here, because black represents you're opposing something. That's how it is. When you're wearing white color, that means you're supporting something. When you're wearing black color, you're opposing that opposite party or against that party, right? So this person is telling the other person, oh, because your husband is getting initiated, which you're not interested in, and you want to show that you're not supporting his initiation, therefore you came with a black dress. Just imagine this one word, how people talk. So people can offend any. We are so skilled. We are so much skilled to offend anyone in a matter of second, 100 times. We know how to use our words in such a way we can easily offend anyone. We are easily offend anyone. But the story says Narada, according to Krishna, Narada is harsh spoken compared to the people of Svetadvipa. Then just imagine how we are speaking. Just imagine how we are speaking. Therefore our words should be pleasing to other as we speak. We should not try to put some agenda in our speech, or try to taunt people, or try to hurt people, or try to show that people that I know who we are, I know what you are, and then try to get out of the people some message. If you want to, someone will say, say you did not attend the program on a Sunday, but then you want to know if a particular person have attended or not attended the program. Who is your enemy, whom you don't like, but you want to know if that person has attended or not. Therefore there's another devotee who already knows a detail about my relationship with that devotee. I don't like that devotee, but this person knows that I don't like that devotee. But I'm asking this person, calling and asking person, oh, did you attend Hare Krishna? Did you attend the Sunday program today? And that devotee is also my common friend of mine, and my enemy is telling, yes, 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 I attended that program. And then, oh, very nice. Was the lecture nice? Yeah, lecture was very nice. Prashadam was nice. Prashadam was nice. How was everything was fantastic. Oh, was there a lot of crowd there? Oh, it was amazing. We had compared to last Sunday, this Sunday was more crowd. Oh, really? So did everyone come there? All our congregation? Yeah, yeah, everyone come there. Oh, did that? Yeah, yeah, who all came? Oh, this person, this Prabhuji came, that Prabhuji came, that Prabhuji came, this Mataji came, this Mataji only came with husband did not come. That Prabhu came, his wife did not come, his children came, and parents did not come. The children were sent by the another devotee. Oh, is it? Oh, right, right, right. Okay, okay. Then what I'm trying to get is, I'm wasting this person time. Instead of I could have just asked so and so, did he or she come or not. Instead of that, I wasted that person's time asking all this detail to derive, to pull out that wanting to know that whether that devotee, my enemy, came or not. We have this. We apply all these techniques, and God has given the speech for us to use in a right way, not to become chalus. Chalu means whatever. Chalu means a smart guy in a way to trick people and abuse people and all this. That's not why we have the skill of speech. The speech, the ability to speak is to bring happiness to others, to make others comfortable, not to make others miserable. Therefore, Vallai un Katturaigal, Vallai un Katturaigal. Now the girls from outside is telling Vallai un Katturaigal. We are aware of your why, Vallai un Katturaigal, your skills. We know that you're skilled in speech. You are. Then the girl from inside saying, you're telling me that I'm a talkative girl. The girls outside is telling you are talkative. We know about you. We know how you skilled you are in speech. Whatever you speak. And the girls from outside are telling like this, and the girl got upset from inside. She got upset. Vallai un katturaigal, vallai un kattur pande un vayaridum. So you are telling me that you're telling me that I am skilled. Vallீர்கள் நீங்களே, vallீர்கள். It's not me who is very talkative, who is very, very skilled, very chalu, very great in speech and convince people. It is you, vallீர்கள். It's you who is very smart. Otherwise, how can you come here with great courage? You can speak to me like this in front of my house. That means you are great speaker, not me. You are very smart speaker, not me. You know how to twist and turn the tongue and speak however you want. You are the one. She started offending that devotee. The outside devotee started screaming at inside devotee. Now she inside girl got upset and she started screaming and yelling at the outside devotee. And for a moment, she paused. The girl who was inside, she paused and she thought about it. Well, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? If someone is coming at my door, is that how I have to behave? They may be not an invited guest. Doesn't matter whether they are invited or non-invited. They are at your door. That's number one. Sometimes we go to someone's door that we need something from them. But here, these girls have come to take me, wake me up. Of course, they also wanted this girl's association. But from inside, this girl is thinking that they have come for my benefit. They are waking me up. Sometimes, when you wake up a devotees, you send a message to the Prabhu, it is 5 o'clock now, Tiruppavai started, I don't see you in the call. By the way, I have not done anything to anyone so far like that. I'm just sharing like this. So if you send a message to Prabhu, today is a very important Pasuram, 15th Pasuram, it's 5 minutes past, I don't see you. Why don't you join the call? And oh my God, this guy, he doesn't get a sleep. He has no other better job. And he holds his classes early in the morning at 5 o'clock when we have to really, that's the right time to get good sleep. And this guy, instead of keeping in the evening time or a daytime at 7 o'clock in the morning or evening, he's keeping at 7 o'clock and disturbing everyone's sleep. Why is he doing this one? Why can't he change the program and change the thing? So this girl was singing, but the person should understand that this is not for that person's benefit. It is for my benefit. That person is doing something to help this person. Likewise, this person start realizing, yeah, I don't like to get up in the morning. I don't like to get up and chant in the morning. I don't like to be conditioned by someone observing and watching me and telling me what to do, what not to do. I want to be a free bird. Right? I want to be a free bird. So the husband and wife are talking together and they're telling, wife is telling, I was a free bird before my marriage. That means what? Now I've been controlled by my husband. And husband may think the same thing. I was free bird before my marriage. This wife is controlling me. Likewise, this girl is thinking, I was free bird. Devotee may think, I was free, but why you are telling me to be attend? I am chanting anyway. I am coming to the temple. I am doing my services. But why you want asking me question all the time to come join the Japa group, join Bhagavatam class, put your name over there and attend this class and attend the Tiruppavai class, attend the morning chanting program. Why you're putting these things? This is specifically, one should understand, this is for my own benefit. That person is taking a right to help me grow in Krishna consciousness. It's all how he could just avoid doing all this thing and take care of himself by sleeping. One of these gopis, he can simply stay in the home and with his family, with his children, focus on his family only. Only my wife, my husband, my parents, my children, I want to focus on Krishna consciousness only for their benefit. I will do everything for them. Right? He or she could have done that one, but sacrificing all the time with their family, they are coming to the temple, they are doing service to the temple, and they are doing all this thing. Why? Sometimes I've seen devotees, they go out of their way, they sacrifice their weekend, they sacrifice their evening, they buy groceries, they come and take care of the pujari room, priest room, kitchen room, cleaning this and that. We see all these pictures and photos is posted. They could have simply stayed home, had nice paratha, aloo paratha, or mango milkshake, whatever it is, and chant Hare Krishna, listen to some nice inspirational lecture by some Swamijis, right? And then do some deity worship. They could have done this one. Krishna is not going to get, no one is going to ask anything about that part. They continue their Krishna consciousness, but they realized, well, the wealth that I have, the happiness that I have, the body that I have, the knowledge that I have, let me share it with others. Let me spread it to everyone. That is a sacrifice this person is doing. This person means all the devotees, not one person. There are hundreds and thousands of devotees are working hard. Someone was telling to me yesterday when I was talking to him, I'm amazed by how the devotees of ISKCON of St. Louis are, they're putting so much sacrifice, and every single person I see them, they're working so hard, they're giving their time, they're giving their money, they're giving their energy. It's just an inspiration to see these people, how much they are dedicated to Krishna. How much I was just very impressed to see hear this one, right? It's very encouraging when we hear such feedback that people are watching us, people are watching what we are doing, people are also watching what we are not doing, by the way, because our mind is corrupted mind. We should agree to that one. We not If we are pure devotees, we will see everything good. Even if the person is a bad, we will not see the bad thing, we will only see the good thing in that person. But we are all not in that stage. Therefore, yes, we are devotees, we see good things. Along with the good things, we also see what? bad things. Well, so many people are coming and cleaning here. So many people are doing this. What about that devotee? What about that person? He is not here. She's not here. Some person is coming, attending, and serving in the temple. Some people are not serving. But the mind comes. The point is, I'm not talking from the person of the perceiver point of view. I'm seeing from the receiver point of view. The receiver, as we are, we should also think, well, when these things are being noted, I will also be noted that I am not engaging myself. I am not giving my hands. I am not doing services. So let me also step forward and come and participate and do as much as I could, serving the Lord in his, along with his devotees. Therefore, this girl has realized that, well, hold on, hold on. Let me count. One, two, three, four, five. Our anger reduced, because in the anger management, they teach this one. If you're angry, do not react to the situation. You just count 10 numbers. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You will be Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So you'll become Shanti. Therefore, I was just talking to someone. Prabhu, if you're getting angry at that point, do not react to the situation. Just chant Hare Krishna 3 times. And this person said, okay, I will chant Hare Krishna. And then is a husband and wife always problems? And I told this Prabhu, if you get angry with this your wife next time, do not throw things off, do not behave badly, abuse anything. Just chant Hare Krishna mantra at least 3 times minimum. Then you see how things are, and then you proceed with your life. And I told this one, and then I called that person. And then his wife called me and said, Prabhu, what did you tell to my husband? And I told Mataji, I know your husband is short tempered. So I told him to chant Hare Krishna 3 times. Is everything okay now? Is he controlling his anger? Prabhu, I saw that he was angry, and then he followed your instruction. He chanted Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He chanted 3 times. As soon as he chanted 3 times, he threw the cell phone on my face. And then I called that person, Prabhu, what is this? I told you to chant Hare Krishna. And he said, Prabhu, I understood. You told me not to get angry. Chant 3 times Hare Krishna. I did not get angry at that moment. And as you said, I chanted Hare Krishna. After finishing Hare Krishna, I showed my anger. What is the problem there, Prabhu? I exactly followed your instruction. That is not what has been told here. Therefore, this particular girl, Vallirgal Ningale, you are very smart. Then she came to a realization. Well, hold on. Why should I scream at these girls? It is not their mistake. I should have got up by myself and come to the door, receive them with sweet word, kiliye, ellam kiliye, with sweet words. I should have received them, welcomed them, and then join their party. Rather, I made them wait. I made them upset. They got frustrated. They screamed at me, and then I reacted to the situation. It's all because of me. It is not their mistake. It is my mistake. I shouldn't be screaming at them. I shouldn't be thinking like them like this. It is not their mistake. It is my mistake. At that point, she became pacified when she realized it's not that people's mistake to blame me. It is my behavior which made them to speak like that. That's a very important point that we have to know. And hear this again. It is not that people are happy to come and yell at us, scream at us, complain us, blame us, criticize us, blaspheme us. It's not because of them. It is because of my behavior. I have done something in some way which triggered them to chastise me, just triggered them to scream at me, yell at me, get angry at me. It is without me, no one is just going to come and yell at me. Why some third party has to come and scream at me? You have to give talk bad about me. I must have triggered something. That trigger had made them to do like this. In Ramayana, a beautiful section where Bharata comes back to Ayodhya, as he been called by Vashishta that, please Bharata, your presence here is needed, please come back soon. And Bharata took 7 days along with brother Shatrughna. They traveled and they came back to Ayodhya. They went to, first thing is they went to their father's palace. Dasaratha was missing. He was not there. Then he went immediately to Kaikeyi, and Kaikeyi shared the information as what has happened. what has happened, and he was not happy about it, and many things happened. At that point of time, as someone was walking on the other side, where Bharata was there, Shatrughna was there, and someone was walking on the other side and wearing lot of wonderful, expensive ornaments, big earrings, big necklace, chains, bangles, anklet, nose rings, and whatever you can name it, whatever you can think of, everything in double, triple load. That person was heavily loaded, cannot even walk with all this heavy load of ornaments. But that person was walking. She had a hunchback. She is a bent one. She was mantra. So as she was walking and going, a person, as one of the servant over there, he noticed this lady is just a servant. How can she have all these ornaments, expensive ornaments, with only the queens will wear? Then he could link the thing. Aha, she is the one. She is a servant of Kaikeyi, and she is the one must have corrupted the mind of Kaikeyi, and Kaikeyi got converted or changed her ideas about Rama, and then she would have awarded rewarded Mantra with all this ornament. Therefore, the fall of this dynasty, the fall of Ayodhya, the miseries that came upon on this Ayodhya is because of this mantra. Therefore, the soul, the servant, the person, he pulls her and takes her in front of Shatrughna. Shatrughna, as soon as he also understood she is the one who's a culprit who made the mistake. Therefore, he drags her in such a way, all her ornaments were just started falling off from her body. So he just brings her in front of Bharata and pushes her in front of Bharata and falls at the feet of Bharata. And Bharata, he says, "My dear brother, she is the one who's cause of our family problems, our destruction of our family. What happened to Rama, what happened to our father, what happened to Lakshmana and mother Sita, our Kausalya, it's all because of this particular demon, this particular lady. That this Please give me a permission, then I can chop off this girl's head, this not girl, this lady's head." And Bharata said that, "No, no, 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 if you're going to do that one, then you do it, but forget about your brother. Brother means Ramachandra. Your relationship will be cut. Brahma is not going to be happy if he comes to know that you punished this lady, Mantra. If you punish this Mantra." And then Shatrughna was asking, "What is this? If someone is committing a mistake, is that not the rule of a Kshatriya, a king, to punish that person? You're just going to let that person go just like that?" Bharata said, "Well, tell me who was the person who made the mistake of what the problem that we are going through here in our family." And Shatrughna said, "Yeah, well, I brought this lady. Mantra is the cause of all causes. She is the one who does this one. Na mantraya, na mantraya." He said, Bharata, "Na mantraya. She is not the cause of our suffering here. That's happening." And then Shatrughna said, "Why? Why do you say that?" "Well, she is a servant, a faithful servant of Kaikeyi. Any servant will always think of welfare of his master. What she did was good thing for her master. For her benefit of her master, she gave the plan. That's all. What she did is the right thing as a servant. That's what she did. How can you blame her?" Then Satrughna said, "Well, then it is not her. I understand. Matulam, it will be the mother Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi should have told her, 'You stupid. How can you even talk like this? This is not right thing to talk. Get out of here.' She should have told that one. Rather, she got convinced of whatever mantra said. Therefore, it's Kaikeyi's mistake. Kaikeyi has to be punished." Now Bharata said, "Nacha matulasya, nata ma, na mantraya, nacha matulasya it is not our mother's mistake." "Why? How do you say that one?" "Well, as a mother, always think good for our child. All mothers do not think that let my son become a rickshawala in the highways of Delhi or Hyderabad or Bangalore. No mother will think, My dear Lord, I'm praying when my son grows up, he become a very good auto wala." I'm not, by the way, please do not mistake me. I'm saying something. This job is lesser job. That I'm just trying to explain the situation of how this thing is. Sometimes when we say like this, we should not think that this job is lower and that job is higher, and we are discriminating things. Just take it as an example. That's all. Don't get into the debating things again. So you say that no one is going to pray like, let my son become a beggar. And no mother is going to pray like that. So what Kaikeyi did is the right thing as a mother. She wanted to do good thing for me. Therefore, as a mother, she did the right thing. Shatrugna got confused. What? Na mantraya, na matulasya. Then who? Ah, that must be our father Dosho. That must be our father Pitru. That must be our father. Where did that Dasaratha's intelligence go when his wife said like this, that send Rama to the forest? Send Rama to the forest. And why, he should have been an intelligent man. He is 60-year-old man. He should know what is right and what is bad. How come he got so in karma, in love towards his wife Kaikeyi, because Dasaratha is so much attached to his wife, especially this wife. Out of all under 300 plus wives, he is very much attached to Kaikeyi. He was just out of kamam, out of desire for her. He just agreed. What else you can think about? That is his mistake. I agree, it's not mantras, it's not Kaikeyi, it is our father's mistake. Now Bharata said, Na Pitraya, it's not our father's mistake also. Just, my dear brother, understand, Dasaratha is great follower of Dharma. He is given a promise. When he's given a promise, you cannot expect him to go against the promise that he made. Therefore, he kept up with his promise by giving the two boons to Kaikeyi, and he satisfied the boons by one, sending Rama to forest for 14 years, two, to wanting to make me as a king. Therefore, he just followed the dharma, and there is nothing wrong in someone is following the dharma to tell them that's a person who did wrong. If someone is following the dharma, if someone is telling your dharma is to come to chant Hare Krishna mantra, and then no, 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 you should not chant Hare Krishna Maha mantra. It is not chanting. The human life is to be servant of servant of servant. And someone is telling, hey, what is the servant concept? We all are in the world. We are all wanting to become a master, and you're telling about servant of servant of servant. So you don't know, I cannot give up my natural position of wanting to be servant of servant of servant at any cost. I should not be doing that one. Likewise, Dasaratha is such a dharmic person. He is not going to give up his dharma of keeping up his promise. Therefore, it is not because of Dasaratha that we are all suffering here. Shatrugana said, oh, it is not mantra, it is not Kaikeyi, it is not Dasaratha. Now I know the cause of all causes. The cause of all causes, Sarvakarana Karanam. Sarvakarana Karanam is Ramachandra. Because it is said, the scripture says Sarvakarana Karanam, Ishvara, Paramakrishna, Sachidananda Vigraha. Then he said, Anadir Adir, Anadir Adir, Govinda. Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Govinda is Sarvakarana Karanam, right? So I think I know it is Rama who is the cause of all causes. Because why? He has all the right as the first son, the oldest son of this lineage in this parampara. He has all the rights to demand with command to take over and become the king. In even if Dasaratha says no, he should tell Dasaratha, a old man, just keep quiet. You are 60 years old. You just keep quiet. Sit in the corner. Tomorrow morning, as planned, I'm going to take over the kingdom of Ayodhya. I'm going to take over and become the king of Ayodhya. And you just please relax. It's your retire time. Don't make, because you're old, your intelligence is not good. You are making all wrong decisions in your life. Along with this, your wife. You people are old people. Go to the corner. Don't interfere in management. You are old, because especially what happens is when when the young generation takes over the any business, that if the people are running a business, okay, the father is running a business, and the father has been running a business for 60 years, 70 years, or generation after generation, they are running the business, and the father is deciding to retire or wanting to retire. At the time, he appoints his son take over this business, and the father, whether he appoints or not, the son comes, father, you are becoming old. Your plans and programs and marketing strategy and the promotions that you're giving is all outdated. I'm going to take the business to another degree altogether, to make it a global international company. So you please go and sit in the corner. I know what I'm doing. I'll take care of it one. Likewise, you should have just told your father Dasaratha, you just go in the corner, sit and eat something nicely, and then relax and enjoy your life. I'll take over. Rama had all rights to do that one. He had all rights to do that one, but he did not do that one because of what? Dasharatha is lost. He has gone to the forest. He is also suffering. Not only he is suffering, now we are also suffering because of that. Therefore, Raghava, Ramachandra is the cause of all causes of our suffering. Nacha Raghavasya, Bharata says, Nacha Raghavasya. No, 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 my brother. It is not our brother. Because what do you expect from Rama? Rama will not go against his father's word. That is how Rama is. Rama simply blindly follows his father. If Dasharatha says, jump into the well, he is going to jump in the well. He's not going to tell, okay, give me a swimming suit and all those things. So he just said, jump into the well. He jumped into the well, blindly follow his father's instruction. You cannot expect Rama to not follow his instruction. Therefore, Rama is not cause of all causes. Na mantrasya, na matula, na pitra, na raghava. Then who is the cause of all causes, my brother? I'm really confused. If none of these, who is the cause of all causes? मत पापम एवात्र निमित्तम आसीत वन प्रवेश रघुनंदनस्य. And this is all from verse from the Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana. Mat papam evatra. Mat papam evatra nimittam asit. The cause of all cause that's happening, the suffering that's happening in Ayodhya at this moment, everyone is suffering just because of one person, and that one person is myself. Nanedan Aideha. It's me. It is because of me everyone is suffering. Shatrugana was thinking, what? You? You were out. You are not even involved personally in this whole conversation and decision making and whatever is happening. You are out. You are not even in the scene. Why you take the blame to yourself? Well, if I did not go to my uncle's, maternal uncle's place, would this have happened at all in first place? Would I let this happen? I wouldn't have let this happen. No one would be suffering like this. I would have immediately stopped this and taken a right action, made sure Rama is coronated tomorrow morning. Why this is not happening? Just because I left Rama's association. I left Rama for few years. Because of me, all the sufferings are happening. Another reason is, forget about that one. It is because I took birth. If I wouldn't have taken birth, Kaikeyi wouldn't have had a desire of wanting her son to become a king. Rather, she would have accepted Rama as her son, like how she was before the conversation took place between Kaikeyi and Mantra. She would have still lived with the same thought, Rama is her son. Even though Rama is Kausalya's son, she would have accepted and lived with Rama as her actual son happily. But she did not get an opportunity to do that because I was born to her. Because I was born to her, her attention and affection turns towards me instead of Rama. Therefore, I shouldn't have taken birth in first place. Because I've taken birth, now all the problems are caused because of me. Because I left this place and went to my maternal uncle place, this happened because of me. Therefore, I am the cause of all causes. I am the cause of the problems. No one else is the cause of anything that's happening. I have to be blamed. Nane dan aayiduga. This is the mood that the girl over here is, and in that particular mood of Bharata's mood, where she is telling that no, it is not their mistake, it is completely my mistake. They should not be blamed. It is my mistake of what I have done. Therefore, I to be blamed. This is the highest Vaishnava character. I was Vaishnavas mean those Vaishnavas. One thing is the different grades of Vaishnava. One Vaishnava will, when someone blames me, I try to justify saying that this is not what it is. You are seeing things wrongly. Therefore, here is the email. Here is a text message. Here is what it is. That person said this to me. I said this to me. I acted this way, and that person acted. We try to put all the, most of us are in that particular level. Most of us are trying to justify that I am not the person who made that mistake. Not that we want to make that other person is what's the, but to be on the on a right plane, sometimes you have to take a step and tell, to make other person understand I am not the one, that person misunderstood me. That is the first level of Vaishnava qualities. Not with grudge, not with anger. Even the first level should not with grudge, not with anger, not with any of this animosity, but plainly conveying the message that this is what has taken place, Prabhuji. So please understand, I am not the one. That person spoke like this. I responded to that person. She or he understood wrongly. That is why this all this friction is going on. Then that is the first level to make them understand, but no enmity in the way of communication. The second level is that you make a mistake and you accept to the mistake. Yes, I am the one who made the mistake. It is not that person. I am the one make mistake. Therefore, I agree. I am the culprit. I am the wrong person to be punished. I am the person to be blamed. That's the second level. The third level goes, I didn't even make that mistake. I was not even involved in any of this thing, but someone is blaming me. Someone is blaming me. That Prabhuji, that Mataji, I know very well. I know very well. I saw that when she was going out of the temple, she was covering under a sari. She was covering something which a big thing and going. I know she took 10 samosas in her bag, in her under the sari and ran. I saw that Mataji. She was going with 10 samosas. She didn't even. How do you know it is 10 samosa or 5 samosa when it's covered? You don't even know, right? At least tell lies or tell something reasonably. How do you know it is samosa? It could be a pakoda also there. Because if you're serving pakoda, samosas, and this and that one, how do you are very specifically you're telling only samosa has been taken and gone by that Mataji or that by Prabhuji? And how do you know it is 10 in number, not 1 or 2 in number? How do you know? Because you are interested in samosa. You want 10 samosas. Therefore, you are assuming that person, instead of giving you, that person has taken samosa, leaving the other papad and pakoda and everything, taken some samosas, and you wanted 10 samosas. That person has taken some samosas. Therefore, you tell that person that Prabhuji has taken 10 samosas. I saw. Whenever he comes with a laptop bag. Today he came with a laptop bag. Why he came with a laptop bag? Because he want to carry the samosas in his bag and go. Right? So when that person hears, when the person who's been blamed to be taken samosas, what he says, Prabhuji, look at this. This is not samosa. I'm just taking some other things, this ingredients, this my shoes. I don't want to expose my shoes outside when the devotees are there. It's not respectful to carry the shoes in front of the devotees. I was hiding my shoes inside under my sari, under my laptop bag, and when I go outside, I'm going to take it outside and put in there. That's why I'm carrying. Prabhu, why are you calling us 10 samosas? It is not samosa. This is a way that we can respond back and tell it's not samosa. Prove our side. That is. But another thing is that another thing is that yes, I took the samosa. I'm sorry. Next time onwards, I will order 10 samosas extra, and then we'll take pay the money and we take the samosa. That's another one. The third one says, Prabhu, I'm not. He's not. This person is not trying to prove himself. He says, yes, I took samosas. It is 10 samosas. Actually, it's not 10 samosas. Even you can tell it's 20 samosas I took. It is me. Nanedan I. It is my mistake. I shouldn't have done this one. I have taken this one. And this is the highest level of Vaishnava Lakshanam, the greatest level of Vaishnava Lakshanam, where one accepts for them, accept the mistake which they have not done. We can see it in the Chaitanya Charitamrita also, where Advaita Acharya was blamed for what he has not done. He was not doing any sort of Durga Puja or Kali Puja or anything. But then the people who don't like him, they brought some ingredients of that puja, the ingredients, and they put in front of his door, and they started telling to everyone that this Advaita Acharya claims himself to be a Krishna devotee, great devotee, posts himself to a great Vaishnava. But then look, without anyone's notice, in the night times, he's doing this Kali Puja, the Durga Puja, Ma Puja. So you know that now the thing has been revealed. He is not the real Vaishnava. He is not the devotee of Krishna. When Advaita Acharya was asked, well, did you do this one? And Advaita Acharya accepted, yes, it's my mistake. I've done this one. I've done. So here this girl come to a realization that there is no point in going to and fro and arguing with each other. Simply accept and move on with your life. Simply accept and move on with your life. Sometimes what happens is that we try to justify our mistakes, or we are trying to justify our course of action. People are not going to understand. People of their I told this earlier also, I'll repeat this one. People of their opinion will never change. If they some people have this idea, if they have an idea, this is why especially you don't introduce someone with some attributes, with qualities. Let others experience what that person is. Let that person experience what that person is. If that person feels that person is a good person, let them be as it. If that person feels that person is a bad person, let them be as it is. But then, especially when it comes to certain roles and responsibility, you have to give some advices to others. That this person is like this, Prabhu. This person, this Mataji is like this, Prabhuji. This Mataji. We have to educate not in a way that to break the relationship, so that with the experience that you gain, you educate that person to be careful in the service that they are doing. That is a different mood altogether. But in general, otherwise, we don't comment a person of how he is and what she is, to set an idea to other person, what we perceive on this particular person. I may not like this person, but you don't want to enforce that your idea to another person, that this person is so bad. No, not necessary. It's not really needed to do this one. Therefore, therefore we have to understand in our dealings we should be avoiding all this thing and careful. Therefore this girl understood that what is the point of arguing, what is the point of telling these things to others, how good I am. Let Krishna knows what how good I am, or whoever the person who's guiding me in my life in Krishna consciousness, that person knows what I am. Why I have to publish to the whole world how great I am? What are we going to gain out of it? What is it? Is it just going to increase the ego within us? The more we want to be praised, the more we want to be glorified, the more we want to be recognized by many people. That means the more we are going to we are extending our stay in this world. That's a simple formula. Simple formula is be simple. Let people speak whatever they want, however they want. Am I pleasing Krishna? Am I pleasing devotees? I'm pleasing my guru. That matters. That really matters. Because everyone deals situation differently. One people may appreciate, another person may not appreciate. But Krishna is watching our intention. What are we behind? What are our intention? What is the motive of our action? It is to please me or it is to please himself. That is where the difference comes. If we are trying to please ourselves, then there's a problem. If you're trying to please Krishna, there is no problem in what we are doing in Krishna consciousness. There's no problem. Therefore, this girl understood that I should not be offensive to devotees, because if I'm offensive to devotees, Krishna is not going to be happy. I may be wonderful in doing anything for that matter. I can give a fantastic class. I can read the Shastras and quote the slokas without any pronunciation problems or grammatical problems. I can do that one. I can donate hundreds and thousands of dollars. Krishna is going to be pleased. I can do anything that you want. Krishna is going to be pleased. But one thing you do, you offend a devotee, whatever you did, it's all boomed, gone. Okay, one small mistake we do to a Vaishnava, whatever that we have done in our Krishna consciousness, whatever we have done, Krishna is going to not at all going to consider that particular aspect. You offended my devotee. You spoke, you yelled at my devotee, you bashed at my devotees, you're thinking bad about my devotees, you're doing this one, you're using your talent of speech to fool the devotees. People, sometimes people use the skills of speech to fool the devotees to get their work done. If you're doing all the thing, Krishna is smarter than any smart person. He knows who's sitting within our heart. He is not going to be happy, and all our practices will be doomed. It's not going to be pleasing. Therefore, this girl understands, "Naane da naayidika." Therefore, let me take the blame. Let me take the blame. It's not their mistake, it's my mistake. What is going to happen by doing this one? Nothing. It's just simple. Only thing is going to happen is problem will be stopped there. The person is going to argue and tell you, no, no, it is you, it is you, it is you. They just go, walk out and go away because you agreed. Yes, it's me, Prabhu. I'm sorry. It's me. I'm done. The conversation ends right there. It's not going to prolong any further. Ends. But you know that you did not do that one. So, but you accepted it's you. Krishna is pleased, which is considered to be the highest standard of Vaishnava Lakshanam. We all must aspire to become like that. We all aspire to become like that. Now, when this one be told, then the girl said, well, what should we do now? Ulle நீ போதாய் உனக்கென்ன உயருடையை உள்ளேதை the girl from outside is telling, what is that you're doing inside? You should get ready and come. Well, hold on, are you doing makeup or what? You're doing any of those things and getting ready? No, 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 I'm not getting. I have to get out of this Krishna Anubhava. I'm deeply into the Krishna Anubhava. It is so very hard to get out of the experience of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, just I'm getting ready and come. No, no, you don't need to get ready, and you don't need to get ready. Don't need to put extra makeup, and you come as you are. You just come as you are. Krishna likes the person who are as they are. They don't put any makeup on their face. If we are as we are, that means we are organic product. We are natural. If we are putting something which is not we are, that means we are putting makeup. That means it is not going to stay for a long period. I am not a great pandit, but I express myself to be a great pandit. I want to become glorified by people. I'm not a great orator, but I'm trying to speak like a great orator by using all these technical terms and all this hi-fi vocabularies, and I'm trying to project myself how great is in English, how great in Sanskrit, how great is a devotee as such and such in the services. I'm just trying to pose on myself. That the posing, the makeup is, no one, no, everyone knows the makeup does not stay longer, right? It gets wiped off, it goes away, it just goes away. Especially you see the young girls, they put all the different nail polish and the nail polish and the makeup on their face, and then when they come go to the party and come back, and the next day morning it's all gone. Even the nail polish will not stay for longer, it just goes off. Therefore, if we are not as we are in front of devotees and the deity, if you're putting a makeup on our face, it's not going to last for long. Therefore, the girls from outside is telling you, come as you are. Do not put makeups. Just adjust your dresses, but just come as you are. Krishna likes those people who are genuine by heart, not trying to imitate, not trying to pose themselves as a great person, or for that matter, not someone who trying to pose himself as a fallen soul. Sometimes devotees are too extreme, right? Either one person who want to show himself as a great personality, but they don't know, they don't do it verbally. They don't, Prabhu, today in the announcement, you go and praise me. Don't go and praise me and tell how great I did cooking for Janmashtami program, Pratyatra program. You just have to announce that I did so and so. If for some reason the person who's making announcement, for some reason he forgot to call out that person names, gone, totally gone. That other devotees who are perform the devotion, the service, they get raged, they get angry. How can you called out that person name, this person name, that person Prabhu name, this Mataji name, that kid's name, that teacher name, but you forgot me? You forgot me? This is called makeup. So we don't want to put ultimately, who has to be recognizing our service? Krishna. Krishna knows that we have done the service. When Krishna knows we have done the service, what is the need of making announcement? Well, I'm not against making announcement. That's not what I'm trying to say. Encouragement, praising, appreciation is must among devotees. That is must. Each one of us should appreciate other devotee, but I should not expect I should be appreciated. Please understand the difference. As a devotee, I should appreciate other devotee, but as a devotee, I should not expect appreciation for my services. That means we have done business. We did not do devotional service. We have done business with God, but now I'm expecting appreciation. Therefore, we should not put makeup. You just come as you are. That is what Krishna is going to really appreciate. That is what Krishna likes. And the girl said, just, I'm coming out, I'm coming. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. But then when you come there, what you want me to do? What should I do? Now, here's I just remembering one particular story. The story where a sannyasi, and the sannyasi, he says that uh, this happened in Sri Rangam. I'm just trying to remember the story. It has happened in Sri Rangam, where there was a head of the Sri Rangam at that point of time was a jeer. A particular jeer means sannyasi, a sannyasi, and the Kaveri river, the river Kaveri is surrounded on the both side of the Sri Ranga temple, Sri Rangam temple in the center, and the Kaveri rivers goes on the both side of the temple, and it covers beautifully. One point of time, the Kaveri was flooded, and it just was coming inside the place. And the only way that this Kaveri can be controlled is by putting some, digging some passage for the river to drain and go out in another direction. So there was a close by village. The close by the village name was Chintamani, that village. So the Jier, the sannyasi, went to those people and requested them to vacate that place so that the water can be drained through their village and it doesn't impact the temple. And the village people were not happy about it, and they said they are not going to move out of the temple. They are going to be there. But the sannyasi took an action immediately, that he paid some people, the gundas, some people, and then he somehow the other made an arrangement, gave equally whatever these villagers had. He gave an equally the wealth, the house, and everything in a different place, and the village was forcefully got out of that place, forced to get out of the village, Chintamani, and they moved to a different place. Now, even though the villagers had everything that they need, only thing is they had to move out of that place, but they were upset. They got so upset, they went to the king over there and reported to the king. They went and reported to the king. And the king said that, well, this is a serious case, that I'm going to assign a special minister of mine who is going to address this one. Minister of mine who will address this one. His name is Udaya Subramanya Bhattar, a special minister, Udayar Subramanya Bhattar. He said, Udaya Subramanya Bhattar, you handle this particular case. You handle this particular. But then the Subramanya Bhattar had a previous experience with Ramanujacharya, personally with Ramanujacharya. What happened was, when Bhattar was coming to take darshan of Ranganath, when it came to the temple, he saw many people were coming in front of Ramanujacharya. The deities was right there, but then many people are only coming in front of Ramanujacharya and then falling at the feet of Ramanujacharya and not even going to the temple, and they just walk out. And Subramanya Bhattar was thinking, what is this? You are going to the temple to take the darshan of the deities, rather you go straight to Ramanujacharya and fall his feet and then walk away? How is this? And then he couldn't just sustain himself. So he went to Ramanujacharya and then requested Ramanujacharya, my dear sir, people go to temple to worship the Ranganath, the Lord. But then everyone is coming to you're sitting there in the temple. Everyone comes to you and fall at your feet and praise your feet and praise you and then go away. What is this? Why this is happening? And by the way, Ramanujacharya, while this was happening, Ramanujacharya was immersed in the thought of Ranganath, and he knows this was also happening, but he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. But that is the problem. When someone is praising you, you don't say, Prabhu, Prabhu, please don't talk like this. Prabhu, I'm a very fallen soul. Do not talk like that. If you don't sell this one, that means you're arrogant. People think you're arrogant. But then, if you know, look at this one, Ramanujacharya, he knows that the people are coming and falling at feet, but he's not, please, 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 don't fall at my feet. I am a fallen soul, and I'm a worm in the lowest of the lowest. And so you please go and fall at the feet of Ranganath. He didn't say anything. He was quiet at that point of time. Therefore, he bothered Bhattar, and Bhattar went to Subramanian Bhattar. He went and asked Ramanujacharya, why is that? And then Ramanujacharya responded back saying that, he asked the question, counteracting a question to this Bhattar, that will the poet, when he goes to the king, he comes to the king to praise the king directly, or praises his padukas? When you go to the king, you want to praise the Lord's padukas, the feet, where he has the sandal, the shoes, or he praises directly to the king. The sequence of praising the Lord starts from the lotus feet. That is why when we go to the temple also, we don't go take darshan of the Lord right on his face. The right way of having darshan of the Lord starts from the lotus feet of the Lord. Take the lotus feet of the Lord, observe it, see how beautifully the lotus feet is with chandan and tulasi on it, and then take and the toes of the feet with the beautiful nails, each nails like stars on the sky, is shining nicely. And then you go to the feet, go to the ankle, and then go to the calf, and then go to the pitambaram, the beautiful garment, and go to the knees, go to the hip, go to the navel, where you see the udara bandham, the lotus, the belly of the Lord has been tied. You remember the Damodarashtakam, and then you go to the chest, you see the chest, Mahalakshmi is there, and then you go to the neck has the three lines. Three lines represent the three Atmas, Baddhatma, Muttatma, Nityatma, and three Tattvas, Ishvara, Chit, Achit, Ishvara. The three lines on the neck represents that one. Then he goes to this lotus mouth. How beautiful the lotus mouth. This is the mouth which spoke Bhagavad Gita, which gave the essence of all the Upanishad. Sarva Upanishado Gavaga Dokta Gopala Nandana. Then he gave the essence of the Gita. And look at his beautiful eyes, nose and eyes. How nice. The nose is like a bridge between the two lotus flowers. It's like a bridge. It's controlling the eyes to not clash each other. And look at his ears. It's putting a control to the lotus ears. Look at his beautiful, nice kiritam. On top of it, the feather, which represents the creation of this world. The peacock feather represents the creation of the world. So everything starts from the lotus feet of the Lord. Everything starts from the lotus feet of the Lord. The paduka, the lotus feet of the Lord, the shoes of the Lord, the holy shoes of the Lord, paduka. Everything has to be starting from the padukas. Consider this. Therefore, they are coming to me, means they are coming to the lotus feet, coming to the shoes. Shoes are not greatly appreciated. Ramanuja, I am the shoes. They are considering me as the shoes of the Lord. Therefore, the devotees are considered to be the shoes, the padukas of the Lord. That is why when we to the temple, we already said this one. That is why when we went to the temple, we take the shadari as a not an optional one, as a mandatory one. Therefore, Bhattar understood. Oh, he appreciated so much Ramanujacharya. But then when the assignment was given to Bhattar, that this case has come to a peak. Now, Bhattar, you take this one and then you deal and come up with a solution. You know what happened? As soon as this assignment was given to the Subramanya Bhattar, Udaya Subramanya Bhattar, the Bhattar took a paper and wrote something and signed the letter with the dated today's date and gave it to the king. And the king, in front of everyone, curious to know why I'm giving him a service, he's giving a letter back to me. He opened the letter. As of today, I'm resigning my post as a minister to such and such king. I'm resigning my post. I'm leaving right away. And the king was very surprised. Why? I've been treating you well. You've been paid very nicely. You've been a fantastic minister. Why you have to go? All I told you to just deal this case. But Butter said, well, I cannot take up this case. If I have to take up this case, then I have to stay as a middleman between Ramanuja Dasa, the servants of Ramanuja, and the village people of Chintamani. I have to stay in between the Ramanuja, the servants of Ramanuja, servants of Lord Ranganatha, and the people of Chintamani. For me to be in a position to be outside of Ramanuja Dasa, to be outside of servant of the Lord and Lord's devotee is a great loss for me. I cannot stand as a middle person to justify this side or that side. That means I have to be outside of devotees association to be a mediator. I don't want to be outside the service, outside the association of the devotees. Therefore, I cannot do this case, take the case. I resign my position and I don't want to do this one. The king understood the values of the association of the devotees, and he personally took the case. He understood that the GR has given everything that is needed for the village people of Chintamani. They should not be complaining of anything. This whole arrangement is done for a good reason. Therefore, the king accepted and closed the case. He closed the case. But the king asked the GR, being a sannyasi, he went and asked the GR. You remember, I hope you're following the story here. The sannyasi who chased village people out by having the gundas. Now the king was asking the sannyasi, you are a saintly person, correct? You being a saintly person, how can you vacate the people forcefully? This is not the behavior of a sannyasi. And then the GS said, man nimittam kritam papam api punyaya kalpate. He said that for the sake of service of the Lord, we can do certain things. To save the Lord and to save the Lord's devotees, one can do such things, and there is no sin to do so. There is no sin to do so. If you're seeing someone is harming a devotee, someone is talking something bad about devotees, and we being a devotee, we are just sitting there near the windows and watching and having a nice show. And we also record that conversation in our cell phone and then post it, put us as a reel, put us as a shorts into a YouTube. This is everything. How devotees are fighting with each other so nicely. They're fighting. He is yelling at that person. That person is showing his finger, the index finger, and pointing at him. And that person is pointing his finger. And look how nice they are talking. We record all this thing. We put us this one, right? That is what happened. Devotees must do. Then no. When we see that devotees are into a problem, then we have to take an action. We have to react. We have to take immediate. That time we don't sit back and relax. Krishna will take care. Krishna will do those things. We have to do and help something, help the devotees. Therefore, me trying to save the deity and devotees, for that reason, I have to vacate the people who are not willing to vacate the people. I have to take a hard role to vacate them forcefully and then build this passage for the river to drain. But I did not neglect them. I also gave them equally the nice place to stay, nice field to do their whatever they need to do. Everything is taken care. I did not just kick them off. Therefore, in that case, I will not be punished. This is a GS response. But girl, you want to enjoy Krishna separately. You don't want to come and the whole purpose of the story is that association of the devotees cannot be compromised for anything else. Cannot be compromised for anything else. Even our own thing, we want to be enjoying Krishna ourselves, even that can stay for a while. But devotees enjoying Krishna in the association of the devotees is must. Therefore, the outside girls are selling that, oh, ellam kiliye, oh girl, you want to enjoy separately Krishna, not with the devotees group. In what are you going to achieve this one? This is not what the acharyas have taught us. Acharyas have taught us that we all have to be in the association of devotees. We cannot do the way that you are trying to do. Ellarum pondaro pondar and any that girl is asking, okay. I understand what you're all telling, but tell me, as everyone has arrived here, so I can come outside. As everyone, whoever is supposed to come, have they all come? So let wake me up when everyone is here. Until that time, I will continue my sleeping. Again, sleeping is Krishna Anubhava, not literally pulling your comforter and sleeping again for another 5-10 minutes. That's not what that means. That you call me when everyone is there. At that time, I will somehow or the other, somehow with great difficulty, get out of this Krishna consciousness experience that I'm having, and participate in my services with you. I'll come outside and participate in your service with you. So don't disturb me. Don't keep asking. That girls from outside is saying, don't keep asking me the same question. You have to get up, and everyone pondaro pond nicole. Everyone who have to go, they've already gone. Everyone who has to be woken up, they've already woken up. They are here. They're all here. Everyone is here. You just have to come here and check out. If you don't believe, see, Pilla is there, Pay Penne is there, Mama and Mahale is here, everyone is here. They all are gathered here. You just come here, you can count yourself. 499,999 are here. So you please come and count. I'm not going to count for you, and you just take care of everyone. And you come and touch everyone and count yourself. This is what she said. You come, touch one, not virtually. You come, touch this devotee by your finger, touch one, touch the second one, two, touch the third one, three, touch everyone, and then you can be happy that everyone is here. Now Andal is telling not just to count, but come and touch, because when we go to the temple, we have to have the touch of the devotees. Touch means not physically going and touching everyone and embracing and pulling everyone. In Tiruppavai itself, we have to touch, and you go and don't go and touch all the Matajis over there and things like that. That's not what the message. Touch means we have to have some connection with all the devotees. We have to have that connection. That's the touch. When we see that one, Hare Krishna, Hari Bol, and how are you doing? The touch should be there. You just cannot walk past the devotees, right? So therefore, the touch, you come and count yourself by touching yourself. The touching, especially the lotus feet of the Lord, right? The lotus feet of the devotees also is important. The touching of the devotees is important. What happens is that when you touch, we get purified. When we are in the when we are in the connection of devotees, we are purified. That is why inside the temple, anyone who comes inside the temple are not considered to be asaucha, are not considered to be contaminated. Once we are inside the temple, we should not be discriminating people. Oh, he is like this, he's not taken shower, he is smelling like this, and that person is not touchable. When as soon as we get into the temple, no one should be discriminated. Even the pujaris can touch anyone. For that matter, pujari can touch anyone, not voluntarily. If happen to touch, there is no, it doesn't become impure. The deity, even the devotee, the priest who's going to do this deity service, accidentally touches someone in the temple room, no problem at all. But the same priest, after his duty, some outside the temple, someone touches them, then he has to go and take shower. So that is an important point for us to understand. Vallane, Kondane, Matare, Matarika, Vallane. We are almost coming to the end. Vallane Konda. Okay, why are you calling me? What you want me to do? Vallane Kondrane, the killer of Ane. Ane means an elephant. Vallan, the great elephant, the biggest elephant, dangerous elephant. The killer of Kuvalaya Pita, Mustika Chanura, this great wrestler. Let's get together, come out, Vallane Kondrane, Matrare, Matrarika. And this Matrare, Matrarika is a Mustika Chanura. We who killed that Mustika and Chanura, who killed the Kuvalayapeta, Vallane, Mayane Padelur Empavai. Mayane Padelur Empavai. Mayan, he is Mayan. Mayan means a mystic, magician or mystic, right? Mystic person. Mayan. Mayan not because he killed Kuvalayapita, Mayan does not because he killed Mustika and Chanura, Mayan not because he finished the Kurukshetra war successfully, Mayan does not because he's called Mayan because he lifted the Govardhana. It's just because he's called as Mayan because he's under our control. The Supreme Lord, the Lord of Vaikunta, the Lord of Goloka, He is right now under our control. Therefore, He is Mayan, who cannot be controlled by anyone for that matter, who is Lord of all Lords, who is cause of all causes. Now He is under our control. He is descended into this world. He is mingling with us. He is being with us as one among us. Therefore, He is Mayan. Who can do this one? Who can? Any great person can a great person can become down to earth and behave normally with anyone. If you are very great, if you're recognized in the society, very hard to mingle with that person. They will not come so easily. But this greatest of all, greatest Krishna, has come and been being with us and playing with us and doing all these things. Who can be a Mayan that Krishna alone? He is the great Mayan. Therefore, that is what's been told in this particular Pasuram. There are 10 important messages in this 8th Pasuram. That is, number one, whoever glorifies the Lord chanting, singing, or performing, studying, studying the scriptures, one must try to develop the taste to enjoy it. That means it doesn't matter who gives class, it doesn't matter who sings Kirtan. If we are in Krishna consciousness, if we are saying we are advancing in Krishna consciousness, we will enjoy even that person who is chanting, who doesn't know how to chant, even that lecturer who doesn't know how to speak, but is giving a lecture. Why? What we are getting out of it is all about Krishna. Therefore, you are getting the essence out of it. Therefore, whoever glorifies the advanced devotee will enjoy that without discriminating that person. Number two, when devotees comes to our house, serving them is very important. Serving them is a priority. Even taking care of anything at the house can stay back, but when the devotees comes to our house, we have to take care of the devotees. Number three, when there is a lecture is going on, when there's a kirtan is going on, one should not disturb the program, making noises, not turning off the cell phones. And when the lecture is going on, the phone starts ringing and vibrating, and the children there will start screaming and playing, and all those things should not be happening. One should be very, because the person is involved, the audience is involved, the lecturer, the person who's giving lecture is involved. Therefore, one should chill, and they should not be making sounds and all sort of noises. That's number three. Number four, one must talk with a great respect to devotees. One must talk with great respect to devotees. One should not consider, while talking, one should not think, ha, he is junior, I am senior, I am so and so. He has nothing to do. So I am so and so. So it's not the way that we should not, while you're talking, your position, your seniority, your skills of whatever the skills you may have, nothing should come in front, because for everyone, everyone's in Krishna's eyes are equal. Krishna treats everyone equally. Therefore, we should also have a great respect to when we dealing with the devotees. Number five, Vallanai. Even if the devotees chastise us, one must take it for our own benefit. If devotees are saying something, there should be some reason, and they are here to help us and correct us. So if we take it, it benefits us. If we don't take it, it's just not going to work for us. That's all. We are the loser, not the person who's giving advice. The advice can come in a soft way, or advice can come in a hard way. But we should be a Vaishnava to accept whether it's coming in a soft way or a harsh way. We take it for our own benefit. Number five. Number six, when some wrong things happens, we need to see what is our part for that particular event to happen. What is my what have I contributed for this thing to happen, for people to blame others or blame me? I would have contributed something in some way or the other. I could have even not said Hare Krishna to someone, and that person would have really got upset. And he's been carrying out so much for 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week. Fifth week blasts out. He said, Prabhu, you are so and so, you are like this, you are like this, you are like this, you are like this. Because you go to the root of it, at that one day you forgot to tell Hare Krishna to that person. And again, this is all not to scare people coming to the temple. This is all could come naturally as a devotee. It's not artificial thing. For those who does not have this one, then we have to practice. One have to practice. Yes, I have to respect devotees. I have to talk kindly to the devotees and all those things. That's okay. Number six. Number seven, one must always go there where devotees are gathered. When devotees are being gathered, we should not only count people by fingers. Today we arrange a program 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then Prabhu, we cooked for 40 people. There's only 15 people who have come to the program today. No one is coming here. What's happening here? This program is arranged for our benefit, not for the deity's benefit, not for the temple president benefit. No, it is for everyone's benefit. When there's a the temple is authorities are arranging a program, it is not for the temple authority to gain. That's not for the temple authority, or it's not for the deities. It is for me. The temple is kindly arranging, pulling the people to serve prasadam and have kirtan, have lecture. It is for my benefit. If I'm not going, then what is the benefit out of it? Therefore, what is the use of it? Then what is the use of we having a temple locally in our place? And there are devotees who doesn't even have temple in their local place, and they are crying and feeling pathetic about, oh, I wish I had devotees association, I have a temple here. But those who have temple in their local place, if they don't take advantage of it, then what is going to happen is Krishna will watch. Well, I given you everything, you're not making use of nothing, so I'll put you into a place where there is no temples, there is no devotees. You go there and realize the values of the devotees and temples, then you can come back to this place. Therefore, it's important to understand the seventh point is to understand the devotees association. When they're gathered, it is important for us to take advantage of that one. Number 8, as devotees, one may follow a path of Mahajan. One must not invert and their own whims, their own ideas. We are all in a particular Guru Parampara, we are in a Sampradaya, Parampara. Therefore, what has been told and said by my authority, by my Acharya, by my Guru, by the disciplic succession, I will try to do the same thing. I'm not going to do something differently. Because the girl inside was doing something differently, not coming out and being in the association of the devotees, that the girls outside was telling, don't do that one. This is not the practice in our Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness means everyone come together and enjoy Krishna consciousness together. That is what our seniors have taught us. You don't do something differently. Number 8. Number 9, we got to make sure everyone gets Krishna Anubhavam without missing even one person. So if you're enjoying prasadam, include other people also take to prasadam. If you're going to a kirtan program, bring others also to a kirtan program. If you are attending Tiruppavai, bring others also, encourage them, come on, please attend this Tiruppavai. We're just trying to include everyone, not leaving anyone. We want everyone to be in bhakti, in Krishna consciousness. Number 9. Last one, number 10. After following all this 9, if you're following Prabhu, whatever you said, there's 9 points. We have to agree and accept anyone who chants, anyone who gives lecture, we get the essence of it. When devotees comes to home, we give priority to serve them. When the lecture and kirtan is going on, we don't make any noises, disturbances, and we have to be respectful. We have to respectfully talk to the devotees all the time. And when someone chastises, we have to take it for our benefit. And when some wrong thing is happening, we have to know that we must have contributed something. Therefore, take the blame on yourself. And number 7, one must always go where the devotees are gathered and participate and engage in the services. Number 8, as the devotees, we don't want to do something different than what has been told to us by our acharyas. Number 9, we got to make everyone into Krishna consciousness. We are make inclusive of everyone. I am doing all these 9 things perfectly, Prabhu. I am doing everything perfectly, Prabhu. Now the 10th point. After following all these 9 things perfectly, make sure that we don't unnecessarily criticize devotees. We don't gossip about devotees. When devotees get together, we have to glorify the devotees and we have to glorify the Lord. But instead of making use of that opportunity, we talk ill about the other devotee, we gossip other person, other devotees, all the 9 will be cancelled. Because you followed 9, you and did not understand the essence of the essence of how to glorify devotees. Rather, you criticize devotees, you're talking bad about devotees. Therefore, whatever we did is all go off waste. This is what is being told in this particular Pasuram. We have successfully woke up all the 10 gopis. Now the number is 500,000, full number It's no more 599, 99, 98, 97, nothing like that. It's 500,000 gopis have gathered. Now they are all ready. They are going to go walk to the next place. That is Nanda Maharaj Palace. They are going to go to Nanda Maharaj Palace tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. Central Time. They are going to approach Nanda Maharaj Palace and request the Dwarapalakas. Dwarapalakas are the gatekeeper to open the palace door. They open the palace door. Somehow or the other, it's not somehow or the other, only by the Anugraha, by the mercy of Andal, we are halfway through in Tiruppavai. Tiruppavai has 30 Pasuram. We have completed by the mercy of Andal 30, 15 Pasarams. Another halfway to pass through. Let's again pray at the lotus feet of Andal so that we can continue this beautiful journey with Andal and with 400 and Andal, included 500,000 gopis of Vrindavan to go to Nanda Maharaj abode, Nanda Maharaj abode, to wake up or request them to open the door. And we'll enter to that one. And then interesting conversation, interesting things are coming up to waking up of Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda, and Nappinai, and then Baladev, and then finally from the 21st Pasuram to 29th Pasuram, directly dealing or associating or talking with Krishna. 21st Pasram to 29th Pasram is about Krishna and Andal conversation. Ille ilam kiliye innam urangadiyo சில்லென்றழையன்மேன் நங்கிமேற் போதருகின்றேன் உள்ளே வல்லே உன் கட்டுரைகள் பண்டே உன் வாயறிதும் வள்ளீர்கள் நீங்களே நானேதான் ஆயிடுக ஒல்லை நீ போதாய் உனக்கென்ன வேறுடையை எல்லாரும் போந்தாரோ போந்தார் போந்தெண்ணிக்கொள் வல்லானை கொன்றானை மாற்றாரை மாற்றழிக்க வல்லானை மாயனை பாடேலோர் எம்பாவாய் ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம் எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம் ஜியர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். Thank you all very much. Please forgive me for any offenses and thanks for tolerating me for this